We'll discover that later.
What's up, guys? Welcome to D&D with the Yugibois. I am always your host, Nick. Rebels Gaming here again on a beautiful Monday in Indiana because, yay. It's still cold out, and also protect yourself with COVID since we're all in not close proximity. We are fine.
Are you telling us to wear protection?
I am always telling you guys to wear protection, hopefully. But since we're here, we don't have to because nobody else is here. Woo! Thank you again, Rivals Gaming, for letting us being hosted. Yeah. Also, again, our group right now, 3 of them are currently at an inn. That is Gradle, Kel, and Alistair. They had an interesting battle with dragons with the help of Illith, a Dragoon that is in the Northern Hold. Not too much is known about him other than he's a captain of the guard.
He's our bitch.
Gradle has a red dragonade that Alistair had him steal. So we're going to try and see what's happening with that. But we all know Zen right now. He is with the gnome Staffy. And she is hopefully taking care of our friend. So let us begin and see what's trouble they're going to be up to. Zen, you are currently waking up in kind of a terrible sweat, but you seem to be at ease in some way, shape, or form. Just a little bit. Your eyes are like opening a little bit and shutting just as you're like kind of blinking in and out of consciousness. You're seeing this small creature like with a bunch of potions kind of whipping, sitting on a stool, just putting stuff in a bowl, and you can hear mixing, and then it comes over to you and says, drink. Oh, you're not able to lift.
Oh, so I'm just like sitting here.
You're like, she's just like trying to put it in your mouth and like drink. Are you?
I'll accept the drink.
You're starting to just drink this concoction. It tastes horrible.
It tastes like bank one.
But it starts to make you feel like soothing a little bit, and just rest. So she puts a cold rag on your head and goes back and starts mixing some more concoctions, and so you just fall back to asleep. So you're just kind of like waning in and out until your fellow mates can be able to get the other things.
Honestly, I probably would have thought that was a dream, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That's probably just where I'd be like, okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are at the end right now. You kind of had a suitable rest. I'm not going to say a full rest because you're trying to get as quickly as you can all these items for Zen and Staffy. What do you guys plan to do? Because right now you guys are in your rooms right now. You acquired 2 of the items of the 4. Illa said, I'll be back later if you need my help.
Are they in the same room? Everybody's in different
everybody
rooms?
had a different room.
We're gonna knock on his door first.
Oh, here we go.
Sure.
You gonna knock back?
Yeah, of course.
You open the door. Open the door.
This is a boxing match. If you're gonna
Open
knock
the
first,
door.
swing again. All right, what do you want?
I say it real quietly.
You're gonna have to pay me something for it. I don't know. Give me a gold piece.
All right.
You want a gold piece?
That's
All
a
right.
gold piece.
All right, perfect. We got you.
All right, cool. I got my dragon. I'm gonna go back to my room and
Well, like with your cloak like this.
and hide it.
Hide it. That's what.
Or I could put it in Zane's room, put it in that lock.
Or you can just let me hold
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go put it in that locked up chest.
Okay. Are you going to use the password to seal it?
Yes.
You think so? You could just do it all
Candle
at once.
goblet, sigil.
Yep.
So then I open it and put it in there, lock it back up magically.
Okay. Do you attempt to try and see if it locks
Yes.
after you say?
Yeah.
Okay. It opens back up.
What the fuck?
Maybe you have to do something in a different order.
I'll say it backwards. I'll say sigils, goblet, candle.
Okay. Are you trying to do it?
Yeah.
It's a lock.
Alright.
I thought you were gonna make him do a strength check. It's like you try to open it.
And
You
then
can't
I'll
open it
say
anyway.
Thank you.
You don't know if it is
Thank
locked.
you. Me?
So much. Shall we go get Sir Buffness?
Sir Buffness.
Yeah,
Who goes by that name?
our human shield.
Oh, that's right.
Well, I'm not human, but that's...
He can't hear us.
Oh, good.
He's in another room.
Well,
So I don't know where that
It's a
voice
good thing
came
I
from.
have an owl.
That shit talking now. Yeah. Yeah. We'll wait.
We'll
wait
go
for
get-
both of you.
We'll go get my body as a shield. Or
Pay 1,500. Don't worry about it.
The door opens on its own as my unseen servant
Oh,
opens
yeah.
the door.
What?
alright, cool. Hey, are you ready to go get these shrooms?
Well, I've only been waiting all night for you guys.
No, all night, huh?
What have you?
It's about
been
10 o'clock
doing?
now, so.
You haven't been doing anything.
I've been reading
What have you been reading?
books.
What kind of books? Books that catch you on
Same book that
fire?
you have.
Oh, you've been reading that book. The book of everything. I have that book.
The book of Past Clapalapis.
Do you want to go get these shrooms?
Yes.
Alright.
Well, we should probably figure out where they are before we go.
Where did she say they were?
They're 400 to 500 feet down
In
from
front?
the mountain, or in the mountain.
Maybe if we
Do we
read
have a
this book,
shovel?
we might be able to find it a little faster.
Yeah, because I don't think we can go back to where we came from. I
That's
don't,
probably not a good idea.
I don't think that's a good idea at all.
I
Dragons
don't
did
know.
not
They
seem
might,
happy.
they might be gone.
I don't know. The worm's probably
Let's
still
not-
there.
let's
I
not
think
fuck
I
with
think the
them.
worm ate the
I
dragon.
think the worms are still there, but I think they're in the dragon's stomach.
You think the dragons ate the worm?
They could have
The
eaten
dragons.
each other.
Yeah.
It's a worm.
There's a gigantic
It's a worm. LOL. Watch it. It's a worm.
So, I'll read in the book and see if I can find a more detailed
Nature
location.
check.
Nature.
Nature check. That's a
Nice.
first.
Fuck.
Did you roll for your day yet?
3.
Did you roll for your day yet?
You rolled a bunch of times.
I asked
You
him
should've
before he
taken
rolled
one of
too.
those.
I asked him before he rolled.
Roll
I
for
don't know if we
death.
had
What?
finished a long rest or not.
Those are not terrible. I like those.
It's alright for certain situations.
I
We
like those
one
ones.
high roll.
But you can use both of them, correct, during the day?
Yeah.
So you have
two
a
of
3 in
those.
nature right now?
Yeah.
You
Nature not.
cannot fucking find anything. You find a bunch of mushrooms and like a bunch of pages, but you can't find the deep truth.
I'll open my book and I will attempt.
Sure, nature check.
Oh, he's got his
Nature
dice
check.
back.
No.
That's
We're right where we're back.
Do you want to give me one of that? No.
No, that
Any
wouldn't have been better.
Do you want to
No.
try and read our book and
No.
roll?
Well,
I think you should.
I only have a +1 in nature. Is that
None
really
of us
worth
have good
my
nature
time?
rolls.
I had a +2.
Alright, we're rolling.
I'm pretty sure mine is 1.
It's a 7. Is that good enough?
It's gotta be 10 or higher, so we know nothing.
Well, maybe we can ask Illith.
You can spend an hour to attempt to reroll again.
No, just ask Lilith. Lilith. The illest man alive.
Illith is, he told you guys he was going to go back to the gate to watch.
Alright,
So-
cool. So we're just gonna run to the gate.
So you guys leave, going down to the inn. You meet, again, the other elf that's on duty.
Howdy, partner. It's daytime or nighttime?
It is still nighttime.
Oh,
So
we
it's
never asked
weird.
him what the symbol
Is he the soiled sheets
Are there
guy?
orcs around?
No, there's nobody here right now.
We should ask him about these symbols.
You are 100%
I'm gonna go ahead and
correct.
take off my glove or my gauntlet,
I'm
show him
gonna-
the symbol, and ask him what it means.
Is that lightning?
They're the sigils for what I'm looking for.
And then you have that sigil on. Marith is just like looking around and he's like, well, those are definitely sigils of our kind. Why do you need them translated?
Yes, that would be
Yes.
helpful. Yes.
But why?
I
Because
don't speak the language.
Is it for like something important?
Yes.
Like,
Very important.
okay. So you see the sigils. He's like, this is a ritual, like summoning kind of thing. He's trying to tell you more about it. He can't give you full detail because it will invoke certain things in magical prowess. So it's kind of almost like a ritual for summoning.
Summoning what?
He has no idea.
Okay.
Special
But he just knows it's a ritual casting, kind of like almost like a spell.
So we know what they mean now to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
You know it's a ritual summoning spell.
Summoning dragon.
So we're playing Megaliths.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Drytrons are coming.
Drytron tier 0. If you don't accept it now, you're a loser.
Sponsored by Popeyes.
No.
Sponsored by Genesis Delta.
Love that chicken from Popeye.
Does he know how to like use the ritual? Like, is there any special words or?
He can tell you how to say them.
If he says them individually, would it be okay?
Yes. So he tells you like what the words are. You don't have to write them down.
Okay.
But he just tells you it's a ritual summoning spell. But if you do it in a certain way, it could go wrong. But he tells you the proper way to say it.
Okay.
But individually say each thing, like individually, not saying the whole thing.
What is mine specifically? The one on my phone.
Yours is kind of a, it's kind of like a word that gives meaning, almost like if you say it, it invokes, kind of like almost like a curse.
But I know the word.
Mm-hmm.
What if they're trying to throw a piece from the sky? I mean, 3 rocks.
Yeah. So yours is a basic spell ritual, and yours is basically invoking a curse.
Alright, cool. So now I know what they mean. Still gotta find the bronze edged bone goblet. And I need a person.
A person? That's not me.
Well, I mean, I found out what I needed for Zane.
Mm-hmm.
He told me to do these and not rescue him. Just do these.
You should research these and find out that. That's it. He didn't say anything about himself.
Too bad we don't have Shannon as a ritual.
Is a sacrifice?
Okay.
Well, we could always
So,
find it.
I know it's a ritual summoning spell. The goblet might be in the treasury of the High Castle here. And
Well, first
then
and foremost, we need to go get these mushrooms.
we need a person. Any volunteers on the person?
Not me.
I'm sure we can
No.
find a few
Let's go.
willing
Let's go
subjects
kidnap
around
some.
here.
Alright, let's go find these shrooms that we can't find in our book of everything. Because we know nothing.
Off to Illinois.
Oh,
Okay.
a lot of statements.
So it takes you a little bit to get there. It's still nighttime. There's a lot of orcs patrolling around. Do you try and sneak past them, or do you just try and walk?
We're just
gonna
walk.
fucking walk.
Okay. So so you're walking. I'm presuming like down this way,
I'm not going
right?
to Popeyes.
Down this way. Okay. You guys see.
Where's Mike's character?
He is
Sick.
on a higher level.
I thought he was good.
He is on a very high level.
But I'm not with you guys.
Yeah, you know what this.
He was on the
Once we get this stuff, we go get Mike, basically. Because it's not a point to go meet this crazy gnome lady without her stuff. Because we could die.
We could die,
We could die horrible, painful deaths.
but we got plot armor.
You guys see a group
Gummy bears?
of orcs
Oh,
kind of down the street.
We gotta go that way to get out of here.
Come on, come on.
Can we go the other way?
Can we go the other way?
With 2 people in the street.
No.
You're hearing a lot of shouting and a lot of. Are you guys gonna go around, or are you guys gonna go the other way?
Am I listening on what they're saying?
You can. Are you gonna try and duck in between?
Better do it.
Well, I got like the best perception.
I was gonna say, we could
Are you trying to duck out of sight first?
He needs stuff to do.
I'm not worried about the orcs.
Well, no, we got the pass. So,
Well,
But I mean, if somebody else wanted to sneak around and be hidden just in case. It's not a bad
so are you guys stopping and walking slowly, or like what are you doing to try and listen in? That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I'll slowly
Can I
keep walking towards them.
Just slowly keep walking towards and try and like hindsight listen in. Okay, everybody needs to give me a perception roll then.
Not bad. One for Archimedes too, or
Yeah.
Don't worry about him.
15 for me, 20 for Archimedes.
I'm not very perceptive.
Okay, you're not going to be able to.
I think -7 at the moment.
You're not going to be able to hear any of the conversation. You guys are.
Yeah, -7.
You're perceiving and listening in. It's just a couple of townsfolk getting kind of acquiesced for or accosted for money and stuff like that. You do see another body as you perceive more on the ground, and it looks to not be moving.
Oh.
And there's 2 other people there.
Oh.
What's going on?
Hey, you quiet down over there.
Are you guys going to continue walking forward?
Oh yeah, I'm walking right up.
Okay.
Why are we walking forward?
You don't have to. That's just what I'm doing. Like I said, I have nothing to worry about. I have this.
Are you going to be? Where do we want people?
Well, he's gonna be the vanguard, so he's gonna be in front.
Okay. Are you? Where
Sure, I'll be in the back.
We'll both be behind him.
Okay.
Holding hands.
So as you
I didn't say.
closely see, the body is more under one of them, and it's kind of being like held down by one of the orcs. And this orc just took this person and is holding them as well. And there's a woman in the middle just saying, "No, please."
I'm able to tell which one's like the head orc or.
It just seems like there's just a couple of orcs just rattling around.
How far is this?
This is currently 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet away from Cal. So it'd be 40 feet away from you. They don't seem to be paying attention to you at all. They just seem to.
Let's keep approaching then. Let's just keep approaching.
Approach from the rear.
So you guys approach some more. You then hear this orc go up and grab this person, and this person is then on the ground. You do hear kind of a letting out of a scream. And then as you are getting closer, you definitely see more.
Do they have their weapons drawn?
This one has a weapon drawn, this one has a weapon drawn, this one has, you can tell by holding somebody, you don't know if the weapons are drawn or not. And the other 2 definitely don't have their weapons drawn. But from an extent, you can tell that this person's dead and this person's dead.
Well,
Is the last person alive the woman?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna come right up behind the orc that's holding the woman. Kind of put my arm on his shoulder.
do we want to initiate penetration?
Okay.
That's what I ask her every night. She tells me no.
As you, before you get up there, an orc sees you. Let's see.
Oh, jeez.
Move along, traveler. There's nothing to see here.
Well, you see this. We have the official business of Madame Stoffy, so we are here to make sure that you're not bothering all of the citizens because she is here to attend to them, and you don't want to be giving her more work than she already has.
Well, these have the blight, anyways. We were ordered to kill them.
And who gave you this order?
Well, of course, Dargathon.
And what blight is it that you are trying to rid of this world?
Well, it's not. And he kind of looks at you, knowing that you're an ASMR. He's more of like not any foreign blight to us orcs, but there's a sickness going around.
Can I tell these lines?
You can try. Yeah. And that would be insight.
13.
He is not lying, as you can tell. And the woman's still screaming, "Help me, please."
You gonna tell him let that woman go?
Yeah, I am a good character. I kinda have to.
Do you want to look more closely at any of the people before doing that, or?
Yeah, I'll just I'll have that. I'll tell that orc that's holding hers. Let me look at her. Let me see if she has this blight.
So turning around and you see, you definitely can see that she has discoloration on her face, and there's like a little bit of sores and stuff.
Do we kill her?
You guys are on the second level of the hold, so remember, there's still level 1. That's the lower town too.
Super poor people.
So this is kind of like the middle ground.
Can we kill her?
I can't.
He says again, it's like, these people snuck in from the lower city, obviously. We were just getting rid of the blight that's below and throwing it back over.
If you kill all of the citizens that have the blight, you're going to kill all of the citizens. You can't do that.
No,
We
well,
need lesser citizens in order to make the upper more desirable.
well, these are the ones that snuck from the lower city that's been being helped.
Well, then put them back down there. You don't have to kill them.
Well, to get the bodies out and to make sure they're fine, we're going to burn the bodies as well.
I don't think your talking skills are
I don't
working
think
too
this is
good
working.
here.
Why don't you bring them to the inn and have Staffy look at them? She may be able to cure this blight.
Well, she's already attending to another patient.
Yeah, yes, we know she's attending to them. But she is a very adept woman. I'm sure she can handle multitasking.
He kind of like looks at the other guys and is like, let me see. And he's talking to this person. He's like, go fetch the commander.
Carrying on the manager, aren't you?
Are you gonna do anything? Because he's gonna attempt to leave. He like agrees.
Can we attempt to take on the other fort while he's gone?
You want to?
But he's seen all your faces though.
Yes.
He can see mine even way back there.
You're not dark skin, right?
Don't get your
I
commander.
don't know.
There's no
I'm
need
6'4",
to
210
bother
pounds.
them. Let us deal with this
Huge.
woman on our own. Clearly, you fine gentlemen have better things to do.
This isn't working.
Tell them
We'll
rid them.
take her back down to the first level. We'll make sure she's getting proper treatment. Do what you will with the other two bodies. They're already dead. There's nothing we can do.
Okay, so he kind of throws the other woman, and she's like laying on the floor, like the ground in front of you.
She
And
take
then,
fall damage.
and you just see.
Can I like, try to catch her at least? Like give it a good.
Can you
Yeah, you
attempt?
can.
What do you want to catch her for? You might catch the
What
blind.
am I rolling for that?
Yeah. Well,
You're gonna.
He just wants some
roll-
female companionship since he can't have what's her.
We'll
face?
try just a straight dexterity roll.
What's her name?
20.
Oh, you
Yeah,
don't
you got it.
remember.
So she kind of gets, caught with you, so you don't have to. And the other couple orcs, he leads them away. If you guys, I don't know if you guys are gonna follow and watch. Are you gonna send your bird to watch or anything?
Yeah, I can have him watch him.
Okay, I was just asking. But
Just for just until he gets out of my range and anything.
okay. So he basically comes up to the edge of the wall and he just chucks the bodies over.
oof.
That's a long way down.
So much for burning though.
So and then the group just disperses and goes to the end.
We'll get him next time, dude.
So the woman's like just crying, kind of like in your arms. She does seem having sores and stuff on her. So
Swords.
Cut them off.
Why didn't she fight
just-
back?
Cut it off from the source.
Just cut off the source that makes it worse. Miss, what is your name?
Elizabeth. And she kind of just like wipes her eyes and just like my husband and my child.
I deeply apologize for them. There was nothing we can do, but I do hope that you will get as far away from here as possible. Because if you stay, you're going to die.
I can't do anything. They treat me as though I am cursed, and I have the sores to prove it. I have some sort of disease that's been plaguing the city since the orcs came.
Do you want to die?
Can I tell if it's similar to what Zen had?
You can try.
Hey, we gotta
That's
go
the
get
check.
these shrooms.
Yeah, this is taking too long.
You out here want to be Captain Save a Hoe.
I'm a good character. I have to.
You want to be Captain
What
Save
am I
a
doing?
Hoe.
Medicine? Or-
Yep.
Oh god.
What is it, -2?
It's a 7.
It doesn't look like stuff that
+4 on medicine.
Zen had. But you were very unsure.
Next time,
Send
bring
her
it.
back down to level 1. We gotta go get the shrooms.
Yeah, we gotta go get the mushrooms.
We are kind of busy.
Let's give her
Yeah.
Level
You
1
say-
is our way on the way to where we're going.
Yeah, you have to go through the slums to get to the
Alright.
to the stair, kind of like the path to go up to the gate if you're going to go find Illith.
Come
Let's
on,
just go
Captain
escort
Save
her.
a Hoe.
Let's escort her down to the first floor and make sure
She kind of doesn't want to budge right now. She's just sulking at this point.
Oh,
Can you just
I'm gonna
carry
her.
She kind of resists.
Come on, Captain
That's
Save a
adorable.
Hoe.
I'm still gonna carry her.
She tries to run down the street.
Oh, just let go.
Come on, Captain
Well, I mean,
Save
I
a
have a
Hoe.
hold of
Let
her,
her
so
go.
she's gonna have to break
Let her go.
my hold.
Okay. Are you gonna keep trying? Okay.
Yeah.
Strength check.
I'm gonna drag
Wow,
her
this
ass.
is how
Strength
rape
check.
starts.
I was gonna say,
You're Ben Roethlisberger.
this elevated quickly.
15.
Yeah, you hold on to her.
Alright, and we're just gonna drag her ass.
You gonna
down to the
drag
first
her
floor.
down there?
She's kind of just like, let me go. I just want to be with my family.
I'm helping.
We're taking you to your
Well,
family.
throw her over the edge, Captain Save a Hoe.
We're taking her to her family.
So
I'm
you're-
just gonna
you're-
throw her up on my shoulder and we're
I
just
can't
gonna walk
believe
down to the
this.
first
Alright,
level.
so
you want to
you
save a
Can we
woman
just
with
knock her out?
balls.
Is that
you
possible?
guys are
Is that
going to the first
possible?
level with this frantic screaming woman.
Is she the village hoe down there on level 1? Nobody knows.
Why didn't we knock her out? I don't understand.
But
She is clearly in distress.
Why did we knock
but you
her
get
out,
to the first of level 1's grounds, and basically you're kind of on the side, and you see where the bodies have been thrown, and she kind of urges herself to off you and rushes toward there.
I'll let her go.
Thank God.
Well, now she's with her family.
Alright.
Come on, Captain Save a Hoe.
Are you gonna go back to find
I'm
Illith?
just gonna tell her, don't try sneaking up to the second level. You're going to, and I know you're going to.
Why don't you just
But
put a
I
big
have
sign
to tell you,
here?
don't do it. So don't do it.
Just put a big sign here that says, don't go to level 2.
I'm sure that they already know.
Alright, goodbye.
All right, so
Definitely close.
you go traveling back up. It's gonna take you about an hour to get up to the top of the hill. And Illith is still standing guard for his nightly watch.
Very vigil.
Should we tell him to come along?
He is on the hold. He's kind of paying attention to more out in front. So are you guys you're kind of about 30 feet away from him? Are you guys gonna try and say anything, or just try and get closer to him before you talk?
Just get closer.
Okay.
Are there any women present we don't have to worry about?
No.
There will be no hoes of the saving?
No.
Captain Save a Hoe, we do not need your services.
Are there any cats in trees?
Hey, you have to
So
do
lucky I
that.
don't throw you off this cliff.
So you guys get closer, and Illith turns around. And is like, "Oh, it's you guys again." And he kind of turns back quickly. He's like, "Just be quiet. There's a lot of rage still going out inside, and you can start hearing tremendous sounds of kind of squeaks and just roars of everything off in the distance."
Oh,
Are these dragons still fighting?
Yes.
it's fat.
Who's winning from the sounds?
You can't tell because it's around the face. I mean, it's opened wide, but there's that cliff face to the northern hold where it's just this kind of road here, and then it goes into an open face.
Okay.
Want to pick shrooms?
So do you want to ask them where we can find the shrooms at?
Yeah. Ask me too.
Right. Well, I thought you guys were buddies.
Just because we both wear armor doesn't mean that we're all buddies.
I thought you guys were related.
Ellis is just standing there and looking at both of you, and then just turning back to the roaring.
Hey, Illith.
Yes?
We need to find deep shrooms that glow blue.
When orcs are
Well,
Captain Save
those caves would have had deep shrooms if we went deep enough. We probably shouldn't go back there.
Probably not. I don't think that would be a good idea.
Yeah. Not for you folk.
Of course not for us. As we look at each other.
And I give them one of those side glances.
Yeah, there could be some women there too. We don't want to go.
Yeah, there might be women in these caves now.
Oh, here we go again.
He
that
kind of
need
just
saving.
We
Yeah,
sipping
just-
out for some hoes up in
he's
here.
just yes. Maybe.
So is there another way down to find them?
Well, we could take the other path down on the side of the mountain.
How dangerous is that?
Well, the dragons are still fighting, but I'm pretty sure they're preoccupied at the moment. I don't think they're going to be able to see us if we go down to this. And you kind of see this slope down on this path. It's very steep, but it allows you to kind of maneuver down the mountain. It will take you some time to get down it, about 3 hours. But you will get down to kind of like a base forest kind of area.
Does it look like there's any way to get out?
Forest anyway.
Does it look like
Oh,
there's
for the
any way to
mines
get out?
For the wildflowers.
Yeah. Alright.
Out of where?
Out of the whole the basin that we're traveling to, or just
Yeah, we can come up the same way, or we can go around the mountain.
Alright, well.
Don't we know how much?
Should we go now? It's dark.
Right now it's 11, so you probably had torches out on your way to see Elith.
Well, I mean, I think we all have dark vision.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Wow, that
You're the only
saves
one
us
doesn't.
money.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure as an air genocity, I'm the only one that doesn't.
gotcha. All right, then yeah, you guys should be fine.
Thanks for being a genius.
So you guys want to start going now?
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
let's join us now.
Yeah. Elith can.
Yes.
He can put one of his other guards on top for the duty since he's the captain, and he can travel with you guys. He knows the path, so it kind of takes you a little bit less time. So it will still be around almost midnight when you guys get down to the basin.
Cool. We might be able to actually see the mushrooms better at night.
Probably true.
But then, so you guys go down the mountain. Elith does have a torch because he is a human. So,
He doesn't need to see.
so he's going down the mountain first, obviously, and he goes into kind of the open wooded area, and he starts heading in. Are you guys just following him into the
Yes.
forest?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. As you guys get into this more densely forest, he's like, "Are you needing anything else? I know there's a couple caves down here, about maybe some time away. It'll take us a little bit to get there."
We need deep shrooms, and we need forest wildflowers.
Well,
What were the wild
Gosh,
flowers for?
the forest
Same
wildflowers.
thing. Selfie needs them.
The forest wildflowers. I don't know if they would be here, but they would be more out in the swamp in front of the castle.
Alright, we'll have to get those on the way back.
But you can definitely check if there's any.
Yeah, let's definitely check.
All right.
Nature
It's disadvantage since it's a forest that is not in a regular area.
Wait, nature check at
So,
disadvantage.
with
Yep.
Archimedes being at an advantage, is it just a straight roll?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
12.
Does anybody want to attempt to roll a night?
Yeah, we'll roll.
All right. Disadvantage still with nature's.
So 2 rolls.
The worst. My game, okay, guys. It's 10.
What'd you get?
Less
Or it's
than
11
10.
actually.
Okay. You guys don't find anything, and you take about like an hour looking around, so it's about 1 o'clock right
Good.
now.
Good.
So he starts leading you guys. It's going to be another 2 hours till you get to a center an entrance of a cave. So it's about 3 a.m. He kind of whips the torch a couple times to kind of knock the flames out. He's like, you guys could probably find them in there. I would still be very wary. Goblins and trolls are
We'll die.
Goblin Slayer time.
are mostly going to be within these caves, so just be careful.
Alright.
Thanks for the advice. So you're not coming with us?
No, I can just lead you. I can see if I can find those flowers for you if you want me to try again.
That'd be very helpful. Are you going to be okay by yourself?
Oh, I should be fine. I need to pay attention to more of the dragons anyways. I need to go back to my post because the dragons are still fighting.
Alright.
Fair enough. Well,
If
gentlemen,
I do find them, I will have them with me when I'm back at my post.
Your
Alright.
assistance is much
Alright, let's
appreciated.
tap that voice.
Let's dungeon delve.
Okay. So you guys are starting heading in the caves. You guys start seeing a couple entrances kind of around. There's one to your right, one straight in front of you, and then one to like an angle to your left.
Send one of your birds. Send your bird in there.
Yeah, send your bird in there.
Send your bird in there.
Send your bird in
Captain
there.
Save a Hoe. See if there's any women
Are we near a cliff?
mushrooms. We are on the
Not
ground.
I need insurance for these parties, bro.
Yeah, we need shrooms to save the hose.
I trip him.
I mean, are you
I'm
really
not
attempting
buying
to trip him?
I'm not buying him.
You guys are huddled together, I'm guessing, because you're
Were
going
we?
into a cave. Yeah, it's only
I
about
think
5
we were.
feet, 10 feet in diameter. To
Well, how's he trip me? I'm not moving. So.
He can.
Very easily, you just come behind someone and go. Thump.
Yeah.
Why don't you just like kick him in the back of the leg?
That's the motion I did under the table.
Strength versus dex. So you have a dex saving throw, and you have strength.
I can't believe y'all fighting right now.
It's just a trip. It's not nothing painful.
And you slapped me!
You deserve it.
Who's roll?
14.
That's what I roll.
Who has the higher number?
On the dice?
Is it +1? Or?
Yeah, mine is +1.
I have a +3.
Ah! So I win.
No.
No, he wins.
He wins?
Yeah.
Oh.
He
Okay.
was the aggressor with the better advantage. So you are tripped and prone.
Okay.
What happened to you, the Riddler?
I'll just stay here. You guys go find the shrooms.
Can I
You're just
attempt-
laying on your stomach. I'm fine.
Can I attempt to pull him up?
Nope.
I mean, you can.
Strength check?
Yep. strength
We're gonna
check.
fight in this cave.
11.
Are you trying to resist?
Yep.
Okay, strength check.
Straight.
12.
Versus.
11.
No, you have no advantage, no nothing.
Yeah, well, it's this.
Well, he is
it's a
prone.
flat roll.
He is prone.
Oh,
is it
you get
disadvantage?
advantage because he's prone.
Oh,
Let's see if we get higher.
Nope. You are resisting to stay on the ground.
I will stay here.
Alright.
Let's just leave
I'm
him
just
there.
gonna drag him.
Okay. Damn it.
Look, just do it.
Just grab his foot.
All right.
I'm sure.
Strength versus
I'm sure
strength
No, I'll
advantage.
let him drag me.
You'll let him drag you.
He said he wanted
Are
to
you
stay
gonna
on the
front or
ground.
back?
I'm gonna be on my back.
Okay.
So this is like full on inside out moment where it's just dragging him along the whole
So he's dragging me along. We're going in this cave now.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to cast sleep.
You're supposed to get our back, though. You're supposed to watch our back.
Oh God.
What are you doing?
So fun.
Okay. Cast sleep. Read how sleep works and do it as such.
I feel like by the
Jackassery
time,
in this
by the,
episode.
like as they're still doing this, I feel like
Jack
I'm
can say
going
more.
to be healed by Stoffy, and then I'm gonna find new people to go on a campaign. They're still
Oh,
gonna
hey,
be fighting,
Shannon.
fighting to the.
I think
Oh,
I'm
hey
gonna-
Shannon, why are you here?
I think I'm gonna need 3 new best friends.
Basically
So
roll 3
sleep.
D6.
Starting with creature that has lowest current hit points. Creatures within 20 feet of a point. You read this.
Basically you roll 3 D6.
Yep.
Or, I'm sorry, 5 D6.
You roll 5d6.
Add it up.
Choose your-
Add it
If
up.
my health is lower
5
than
of
that,
them?
I
Yeah.
fall asleep. If not, it takes no effect.
That's not gonna happen. It won't work. Oh, no, what are you doing?
Yeah, it was 5.
That's not good.
Is it
11.
39?
No, it's not 39.
I don't fall asleep.
Okay, what's your?
First off, you only rolled 4.
What?
But I
You're
still
doing
don't
it on
beat
me?
39.
He's doing it on
What are
everybody.
you doing?
That's a 6.
24, that's close.
That's close.
No, it's no.
Okay, nobody falls asleep.
Alright.
That was a waste.
Stop dragging me.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I'll just drop it.
I'm gonna stay wherever I'm at.
Can I attempt to drag him too?
No.
Ready?
Okay.
All right.
No.
3,
No.
4,
You still gotta roll.
Roll.
10.
I wish it was a 1.
Yep. You're fine. You're staying there. Are you just gonna stay there?
Yes.
Okay, you're about like 20 feet in the cave.
Kel, are we just gonna leave him?
Are you guys gonna go find the deep mushrooms then?
Yeah, let's
Find
just leave him.
yourself.
Okay,
you
but at least I'm gonna
assholes.
let him have a good time, and I cast hideous laughter on him.
Oh my god.
It's a wisdom save of 13, which you rolled a 5.
Hmm?
Oh, he's
He's using
one of
his thing
to make you roll.
So
a 5.
you're laughing.
You're going to be sitting there laughing your ass off for the next minute.
Okay.
All right, as you guys walk away. All right. All right. Oh, how the tables have turned for everyone.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna.
I'm
catch
gonna leave.
fire.
You can't.
How do you?
You are on the ground laughing your ass off.
For a
Right,
minute.
get
For
it
a
for
minute.
Nothing but that.
Okay.
So we'll get to that. So you guys are heading back. You're heading deeper into the cave. Which way are you going? Left, straight, or right?
Perceive. Well, you gotta know. I got perceive.
It just seems to be a long-winded tunnels.
Do we know which way is kind of going down, or are they all?
All of them seem to be going down.
Can I throw a stone?
I mean, sure.
I want to throw a stone down the left path.
Sure.
I guess.
You can just throw a stone.
Just does anything happen?
Nope. You just have a stone
just-
being thrown.
I don't hear anything like
If
echoes.
anything's happening in any particular one.
Nothing seems to be perking up.
Alright, what do we do now?
Well, we can go right.
Let's go straight.
I mean, I'm perfectly content going right, but
Well, we can go
you
straight
have more
too.
expertise
I mean, I can go right too.
roving around.
Well, let's go right then.
All right, let's go.
Alright,
Alright,
so you
let's go
guys start heading right. When do you attempt to get up and move?
When I'm done laughing.
Okay.
About time.
Alright.
After.
Perception check to see if you see him leaving.
10 for a bird. Not as good for me.
Plenty.
Okay. For a stealth check.
Still check.
I believe I have a +1 instead. Probably 18.
What did you get?
Grand total was 26.
Okay, so you know he's leaving. Do you say anything or do you do anything, or
The fuck you doing leaving us?
are you just leaving?
Yeah.
Okay. He's heading out of the cave.
I shake my head in disgust and follow Cal.
Are you guys are you following?
Might as well.
Oh,
Can't tell him what to do.
okay. What are you doing?
Going back up the trail.
Okay. It will take you about 3 hours.
That is okay.
Alright.
These damn
Yeah,
mushrooms.
let's
It will take you about 3 hours to go up the trail and 2 hours to get up to. So it would be
Like
5.
8?
Yeah. So
Alright,
5 hours.
cool.
So 5 total hours. Alright. So we'll let you go do your thing. I will continue with you guys. You guys still follow down the right path. Nothing's kind of happening. Nothing you see is coming up. It's just hundreds of feet. Kind of just. Are you guys continuing? Just walking.
Sure.
Does it go down at all?
Yeah, it's still going down.
Yeah,
Let's keep going.
Okay.
Down is the
And it keeps winding and winding and winding, and then it comes to an opening. It's just a little burrow of an opening, and then it has another extension straight in front of you.
Do we see any glowing blue shrooms?
Well, they're underground.
Well,
Well,
do you think there's any traps in here?
can I
In the cave?
see? Can I
said
perceive
there
if
were
there's
orcs
trap
or
or not? Would it be
goblins and trolls around.
investigation?
I don't think
It would be
Set up.
perception to look around, and then investigation would be to try and scavenge and see what's in here.
Perception check for traps or other
Sure.
that I need to be worried about.
Sure.
Nah.
You don't see anything.
Well, let's press on then.
Sure.
So as you keep going, it's still another hundreds of feet. About 2 hours of movement. You finally get to the trail, Alistair, and you can start heading up.
Cool. Too broad and fine.
I gave you a fucking dragon.
You
man.
you do see Illith also making his way back up as well.
Awesome.
So
Hey, buddy.
hey, what are you doing? Where's your companions?
They decided to go by themselves.
Okay. Well, I'm heading back up. I did find your forest
Oh, you
lilies.
did you?
Hmm?
Can I have them?
Yeah,
Alright, thanks.
you're welcome.
The dragon's gonna get eaten.
Dragon a hoe, dragon a hoe.
So you guys keep going. Another hour or so.
God, it's taking
And-
fucking forever.
You guys come to just another kind of big opening. It's a bigger room.
Oh.
It doesn't seem to be too much you can see. There's a lot of definitely low light. You can't really see anything, even with your dark vision. That's very, very out far. But it seems to be like starting to be a big
A
room.
chasm.
No, it just seems to be like a big opening room.
Any mushrooms?
You start seeing like faint light everywhere and such, but you can't like know what it is.
Is there like how many exit We don't know how many other doors in the room there are, do we? Or openings.
No. If you look up, there's some light, kind of stalactites on the top that's creating some light, but it's not doing it very much. It's just a little bit of light. So it's only like giving like a 30 feet berth, which is not even close enough to what, like it's very far up.
Can I have Archimedes go check out one of the light sources? See what he sees.
Sure.
Can you get that down?
Do I roll
No, you can. So he can go. Are you going to the stalactites or the?
the light sources, not
Okay.
the stalactites? The,
Okay.
The
So
stalactites have light.
Those are sunlight. He said.
So he goes to one of the sources. He kind of bobs and weaves out of like some walls or rock formations and stuff like that. And there's kind of like a chittering all around.
Couple.
So he kind of flies up, and it seems to be like this bug type creature, and it's just skittering around
I hate
with kind of these antennas, and it's starting to be focused in your direction. So he comes back to you. Archimedes does instead, and the skittering starts getting closer. Do you want to try and
So glad I left.
you want to try and nature check to
Sure.
know what that bug is, or
Yeah. Why
Can
not?
I attempt a nature check or two?
sure, if he can describe it to
I
you.
don't know shit.
Oh boy. Well, at least he got it.
Okay. It's a rust monster.
A rust monster.
Was it just one or was it a bunch of them?
It seemed like one.
How big did it look?
It looked like it was a smaller one.
Gil, watch out. I yell to him.
Well, no, you guys are right next to each other.
Well, I still yell it because it's drama.
And
Yeah,
you're in a
watch out.
cave with a bunch of goblins. And,
Oh, they probably already heard
how
the
far away is
laughter.
it?
The skittering seems to be getting quicker now.
Uh-oh.
You don't know how fast it's.
Can we take this out with something that we don't like?
Cheetah speed. It's
Like
like
what?
70 miles an hour.
I can throw my Hell's Retriever dagger at it, but it might just rust away. That's my problem.
I mean,
Can you just sacrifice Archimedes for
no,
us?
I will not sacrifice Archimedes.
He will be back later.
Yeah, he'll be back later. It's okay.
Yes, but I have other ways to deal with these things.
But then it gives me a job.
Like what? Unseen servant?
No, like firebolt.
You have him pet the worm?
About how far away is it? Like within 120 feet?
Now, like you can't see because of the darkness. You're only 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
You don't still know it's still skittering to you.
I cast light on Archimedes.
Okay.
Fly up close to it.
Sure.
Can I see it?
To the skittering, it's about 100 feet away.
Firebolt.
Okay. Roll for initiative.
Roll for it.
And
Initiative.
and then this will be your surprise round. Do you want to do anything in yours?
Better hide.
I don't have any ranged attacks.
You can throw daggers.
Well, then they might rust away.
Oh, fuck, guys. Jeez.
They're pumping. In a truck.
Sorry, I'm really
10 for initiative.
Oh my god, it's
Okay.
tough.
Roll for initiative, and then what is your surprise?
I don't want to lose anything, but
We don't have to fight. You can just run away.
I'll can I still check is there anywhere to hide, I guess?
I mean, you can make a hide check for your surprise.
Hide check works. then.
Sure. So stealth.
Wow, I'm rolling tits right now.
Okay. So you are successfully hidden behind some rocks. All right. So your firebolt. Roll for your attack with firebolt.
And you said this is a surprise?
It is a surprise.
So it's at advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Fuck.
Sure.
Let's hope that bug wasn't in trouble. Just killed it.
Yeah. Facts.
Well, it's a bad bug when you have wearing plate armor.
Fair.
At least it's not bikini on.
Is that a 9?
Where's the dot at on it?
90.
There isn't one.
Oh,
No,
it's
a
one of
9.
those.
No, it's a 6.
What? Let me see.
No, it's a 9. It's a 9.
Okay.
That's the D. It's a 10, 25.
Okay. It incinerates the bug.
Yes!
I told you there's nothing to worry about.
You hear more skittering and chittering.
That's
It's family.
Do you have an AoE attack or something?
You killed their cousin.
You guys are out of initiative, but you hear more
And
things.
it's coming from the direction.
It's coming from that direction.
How much more do we hear?
You hear a lot.
That was Uncle Leroy.
I'm so glad I left.
Why?
That was Uncle
Well, I think
Leroy.
it's time that we
You guys
Let's
killed
get the
Uncle
fuck
Leroy.
out.
get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Fuck out.
All right, so you guys are heading back. Are you like just burst running
Yeah.
then? Okay.
Big chicken.
Okay. You guys can make it to that kind of place. They're still skittering behind you. So there's that one center place. Are you guys going to keep continuing, or are you going to try and?
Can we trap them in? Can we trap them?
I mean, I don't have anything that just that.
Do you have like brute strength where you can just close the entrance or
Molder, or
No, I don't have molder or anything like that.
Well, you can just swing your
I'm
sword
more-
and like create
more
like.
hit the thing. Well, I do have a hammer.
yeah.
I can hit the wall with a hammer. And
You
see
can't
what
get a
happens.
fireball on one of the doorways.
Firebolt wouldn't do that much damage on rock. The fireball might, but fireball.
Have you ever played Pokemon? Fire doesn't affect rock.
That's
It's
true.
not very
I can
effective.
try and hit it with a hammer and see what happens.
Sure, you can try and you have a couple minutes before they're going to get there, so you can try and take a few swings at like a chunk of rock over the basin.
Take a few swings.
Can
Sure.
I'll just say, can I attempt to do the same?
Do you have a hammer or a pickaxe or anything?
Oh, I have a pickaxe too.
Sure.
You pass me a
I'll
pickaxe.
throw the pickaxe at
All
him and I'll
right.
just
So
use my
both of you,
hammer
so
to
it'd be
catch it.
getting
Roll for athleticism.
so
Sticks it.
like I
Here, take this.
So since you both are doing it, it would just be the highest person that has the best strength roll with advantage.
There we go.
Well, we know it ain't you.
Wow, thank you.
Where's Shannon?
19 plus 3, so 22.
Okay. It seems like you're gonna have to do this for a couple more hits, but there's still rock coming. Like there seems to be breaking apart. Are you guys doing it as furiously and fast as you can?
Yes.
Okay. It's gonna take 2 more hits. If you miss once, you'll have to roll for initiative.
Okay, let's hit it. 16.
You got it.
Yes! Yes!
14.
Nope.
Oh, it was 15?
Oh,
I'm sucking kids.
Oh, you did
Wait,
have
is
it.
that
You have
adding-
advantage
Is
still.
that adding the hammer?
Yeah, that
or
was
just
good.
strength?
No, I'm talking about with advantage. You
Ah.
roll for advantage for both of them.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
he
is
rolled
that
it.
at the hammer's bonus or just strength?
That's just strength.
Okay.
He rolled 11 and a 3.
Oh.
One
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Nope.
Well,
Say if it was. If
So
it
yeah,
was with
you
the
guys
hammer,
are
it's a
now
plus
initiative,
6.
and you don't have a surprise round, but you don't know how many bugs are skittering at you.
Alright, so roll initiative.
Yep. Roll initiative this time.
9.
Wow.
So you have a nat 20. So you can
he was rolling
choose
the tits.
one of two things.
We are rolling the tits, boys.
You can try and attempt. So you can try and attempt one more time. You have to
Yes,
do it.
yes.
Okay. Strength roll.
Add advantage?
No advantage because you're doing it. You're like, I'm gonna try it.
You know where you need to go.
15.
Just keep rolling tits.
Roll the tits.
Rolling the tits.
We cannot call on you
Nope.
in a clutch
Damn it.
situation.
Damn it.
You're fucking useless.
All right.
It's okay.
I'm the
Uh,
person that decided to sit the fuck down.
It's a-
But
you
since
guys
you
should've
made
been
a
bullying
pseudo
me.
barrier with rocks
I got
falling,
bullied.
only like 1 or 2 can get in at a time.
doesn't want to get picked up.
So if one of you tries to swing at the rocks again, you can try and do that for your action for the round.
We'll
So,
see it. Let's keep going. Okay, keep going.
all right, and you said what's your initiative roll?
It
Oh,
was
you're 20. So you got your surprise and advantage attack. So you went first. You're going to go first again. Then there's going to be 2 bugs and then you. So you can choose to try and use your action to swing the pickaxe again.
We're gonna try one more time.
All right.
Come on, 15. I want to see them all crushed.
Ugh.
Nope.
See, it's the flick of the wrist I was hoping I could do
Well,
it.
yeah, roll on the 12 again.
Oh, well, you had something, and then you just fucked it up.
Do you have any bonus actions?
You have an
Oh,
offhand
bro.
attack.
I gotta do something.
Punch the rock with your offhand.
Well, the bugs are not even there yet.
Do I look like Chris Redfield?
About how far away are they?
No,
They're about 20 feet.
Thank you.
They could probably move 20-ish feet.
Can I giddy up?
Giddy up.
Can I say that? Giddy up.
Yeah.
Ready?
Giddy enough
That's fine.
Can I just get myself
Gonna
mentally
hold
ready?
your action.
Yeah. I mean, you have a bonus action. You already used your action, so you can't hold another
Well,
action.
I don't have a real
Okay.
bonus action here.
One bug kind of scurries through. It seems to be a little bit larger than the previous infant. that was smoked in a fireball.
You killed an infant? Baby killer!
He's going to, since,
Save a hoe.
what kind of armor are you wearing?
Leather.
Okay, so it's definitely coming after you.
Remember, I have dragon hide. No, I no longer have
Can-
plate.
Technically,
It's true, but there's still metal attached.
do you want to drop that?
No, it takes them like an hour.
I mean, you have some metal with daggers and stuff, but you also have
I'm
sword and
fine.
shield, and yeah, you're the main metal of
I get
rust
you.
monsters are gonna try and go after.
Some would say he's the Medal of Honor.
Yes.
about dead
So
video games
one rust monster is actually going to skitter up to you and try and have its feelers attached to you and attack you.
Activate brain control.
It's a good card. It's a good card.
23.
Burn a shield.
Okay.
Burn a shield. What if you need that shield?
The next bug is going to kind of stack on top of it and going to try and get you too.
Keep pulling.
Is this people? Is that
World War
connect?
Z in there right now.
18 doesn't hit because you still have shield.
Wow.
Okay, your action.
I'm gonna attempt to break this wall.
Okay,
Is it normal or an advantage?
it's just a strength check because you both are not doing advantage right now.
Wow.
Okay.
Really fucking.
So that was your action. What is your bonus action?
I don't really have any bonus.
How big are these bugs?
Think of a toddler lengthwise.
So like 2 feet.
So
Yeah.
that's what Luke killed.
Oh no, the infant was a foot.
Oh.
I think of like Silky
What?
from like Teen Titans when we're talking about.
All right. You don't have any bonus actions or anything?
Well, could I?
I mean, you can have Archimedes do something.
Well,
Have him break the rock.
okay.
Have him
He can't do anything with the rock, of course.
He can't do shit.
Set one and pass.
I'm actually gonna burn my necrotic. No, I can't do that's an action.
Yep, because you only have a bonus action.
I will.
I cracked.
Do you want to say your curse or try and invoke your curse for your bonus action?
Is that a bonus action?
Yep.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's see what happens.
Cool. Lose 20 life.
God.
What?
Take another action.
What?
Lose 20 life, take
For
another
taking another-
action. What
What
curse
is-
is that from?
What is this delinquent
The
duo?
curse that Stoffy gave me.
Oh.
I'm gonna have Archimedes help me try and break this damn.
Sure.
Oh, that's enough. That's 20.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank
You
God.
break the top of it, and you see rocks just starting to crumble down. The skittering, they kind of quickly smush like cockroaches, but they kind of slither out into the open.
Oh, like cockroach.
So you still have two out in the open in this room with you, but the cave entrance is closed.
And no shrooms.
So it's your go.
Are they technically in front of me?
They're now behind you.
I'm there with Ellis still.
Not even near
Has the
us.
dragon stopped fighting yet?
No, you can start hearing the roar still, and it's still about an hour or two before you reach up there.
I can't believe this, man.
I'm gonna ask him, is there any other place to find the shrooms?
The caves that we were at, or the dwarven mines that are way to the north.
Is that where the yellow flags are?
Mm-hmm.
Are we still fighting these two things?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He's trying to decide.
Intermission.
What do you mean? What am I trying
Are
to
you
say?
gonna attack it?
Yes.
Okay, attack it.
I'm gonna
With
take
what?
it, my regular daggers.
Okay.
Not my Hell's Retriever, just my regular.
All right. Sure.
12. 6.
Plus what?
Plus proficiency bonus,
Proficiency plus
Plus-
dex.
plus your dex.
What the fuck?
Yes.
It should tell you on your thing.
It's 12 then.
12. That doesn't hit.
I have a feeling it would.
You still have an offhand.
You still have an offhand.
But
You
it's
just-
what? No proficiency.
yeah, you just use no proficiency. He doesn't get any bonus to it. It's just attack with the weapon. She just has to hit the.
So I just need to hit.
Yeah. Well, you have to hit above a certain number. You had a 12.
Here we go again.
Okay.
That's more.
Yeah, you hit 8 with an 18.
Dagger.
So you do 1d4 plus 3.
1d4 plus 4.
Plus 3. 1d4 plus 3.
Good job.
You deal 4 damage to one of
Nice.
them.
I mean,
Yay, rogues.
Not what I'm built for. I'm not built for this.
Well, I mean, they're more of like sneaking behind and attacking, but
Right.
it's okay.
wow, that was
Alright.
wonderful.
Then one of the bugs is going to attack you that you just attacked.
That was a static. I love it.
It does not hit. The other one's coming at you.
Come at me.
It does not.
19.
Oh, it hit.
That's his armor class.
Okay.
I like my armor, so I'm gonna use shield again.
Okay.
How many shields?
Alright, Kel, go.
Jesus, nobody hit you.
I have
with
4
them two.
spell ones. Firebolt, bitch.
Sure.
And Archimedes gonna help me out.
Sure.
That's
Sure
a
hit.
22.
Yep, it does hit.
79 damage.
10 damage.
Okay. It seems a little crispy, but it's still there. It's very, very wounded. Alright, your go, Gradle.
Do I still have my jacket?
You still have your daggers.
We're gonna try that again.
Alright. Sure.
2 rolls.
Two rolls.
There you go.
Wow, look at that.
Hit one. Yep.
Hit a wrist.
Trying to get. Yep.
I tried rolling, don't look at me.
Alright, so
2d4s.
2d4 plus 3. So it'd be plus 6, just because.
They were.
Wow.
Still 8.
It's
damage.
still
Oh, it's a
8
2! See? It was a 2, I swear.
Still 8.
It's still 8 damage.
I
Wow.
might still
Oh,
kill
that's-
one of them. I don't know.
It seems to be mortally bloody and wounded. The other one's still try and come at you.
Can I?
Do you have a bonus action to do
I was
anything?
gonna say, I think I have a bonus action to dodge, probably.
To disengage?
Yes. It's cunning.
Yeah. Yep. You can disengage.
Yeah.
And you're moving away.
Yes, we're gonna hop step away real quick.
Okay. Sure. So you move 30 feet. Alright. It's gonna try and move toward you, but it can't make an attack. Alright. The other bug is going to attack you again, Cal. 19.
Wow, nice job.
This one wants the armor.
He's
Yeah, you can't have my armor.
You do another shield?
Yeah,
Jesus, okay.
it's my
Go
armor.
ahead, Cal.
I'm just gonna fucking. So he's up on me. I'm in melee.
Yeah, he's like up, like he was just trying to get you, and you're like shield, and now you're like kind of using the shield to bounce him off. So you kind of repelled him for like a second, but he's still kind of trying to get it back to you.
Oh, so he's not in melee with me now?
No, he's still in melee with you.
Okay.
He like you kind of like bounced him off. Like think of like how you're playing this, right? You invoke a shield. You kind of like shield up, and it invokes, it bounces the kind of wearer back, and then the shield drops.
But
and
if
he's
I try to move, he would get an opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's still in with melee combat with you.
I'm gonna shocking grasp this motherfucker.
Sure. All right. Just straight up grab him.
Yeah, Archimedes is helping out. It's 15. No, 16.
Yep.
So 2, 4.
Yep.
And he can't take a reaction, so I'm going to move back 30 feet.
It's dead.
Oh. That works too. I'm just gonna move
You
back
can't
30
get
feet.
me!
Oh my word.
It just like it just and it's kind of crispy.
You're
bug.
yelling at a corpse.
It is your go, Griddle. It's about 10 feet from you.
Well, let's slap that ass again.
So you're gonna move to it and attack it again.
Yes.
Okay. That's a critical fail.
It was in the flick of the wrist, I swear.
It is going to try and attack you.
Oh god, do I have a bonus action?
Okay, your bonus action is your offhand attack.
Nope, it does not hit. So you are very lucky. Do you want to do anything else?
You have one more attack.
You can cunning action, I think. Bonus action to make your chance to disengage again.
Disengage or hide action.
You want to disengage again and then try and run more.
Yeah,
So 30 feet back up the tunnel again.
yeah.
Okay. The bug's gonna go 20 feet. It's still 10 feet away. It's gonna try and shoot acid at you. It misses and hits the wall. Your go.
Silky, stop it.
We're gonna try and make this one crispy too.
Okay.
I knew I should have tamed it.
Does a 20 hit? Or sorry, 19.
Yes. Are you using Firebolt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Crispy.
Crispy.
That was almost bad. 11.
Yep, it is crispy.
Ooh, crispy like Quiznos.
Yep.
Oh, so we have a minute to breathe.
Good. I don't want to play.
So that took you, just a little bit of time. You guys are kind of pseudo-ly like,
Alright.
Alright.
The right way is not always the right way.
I'm going to use my action to pull up my pants real quick.
You are still talking to Ellis. Ellis kind of is telling you that, did you see anything unusual, or did
I saw nothing.
okay. I was just wondering why you left your companions. I'm just worried about them. Are they fine, or do we need to go back for them?
They should be okay.
Okay. That's fine.
They didn't need my help.
Okay. Is there anything that you need to ask, or?
What do you know about red dragons?
Well, they're kind of the fiercest, and they don't really like any kind of human contact or any other creature contact. They are major hoarders of treasure.
Oh, they like treasure?
A Harvey dragon.
That's pretty cool.
Well, why do you ask?
I was just curious. Just because of the other dragons.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so that red dragon and that blue dragon, definitely with the younger orange dragon, I can't believe they were actually mating. They might have a hoard of gold somewhere in there, that mountain.
Blue equals orange.
Who do you think's gonna win the fight between the worm and the dragon?
I am very unsure. It seems that it's quieted down a little bit, but they're probably back in the caves fighting. Or they're probably giving up and not fighting the worm. I mean, that worm was gargantuan.
It seemed that way. I'll just wait here at the gate with you.
Well,
If
alright.
we're at the gate.
No, it'll be about another hour.
Alright, cool.
Well, Gal, do you want to attempt to climb out of the basin?
I think we need to try one of the other two directions.
Oh, so we have one or two directions to go.
Me.
Do we hear anything coming from the other two directions?
Nope, but you guys did make a lot of noise that echoed throughout the mountain.
Yes, we did.
Well,
I think it's safe.
door number 3 is gone. What do we do now?
Oh, that was door number 1.
That was door number 3, right?
Right?
Never go,
One,
never go
two,
door number
three.
3.
Right, left.
1, 2, 3.
You always go by the right. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
You guys are doing.
Let's not bring that back.
YG Bib. YMCA.
Can I just send Archimedes down the middle tunnel?
Sure.
And,
It's just another follow hundreds of
Was there a right way?
moving
I think there was a
downward.
right.
More
I don't know if
downward
there was a
than
right
usual,
way.
I
but
don't know.
Was there a right way?
I
There
think
was
there
a
was
right way.
I suggest going to center.
God.
but
Was there a right way?
but it goes down more than usual. It
I
seems
saw you do
almost
that
kind of
last
like a
session.
if you
Yeah,
go
like-
down it,
I
it's
know,
more like a
yeah.
slide.
Oh, ooh, I like slides.
So it's a very very steep.
Slide right
that
into
center?
the dragon's mouth.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's not a
I have
bad
a
idea.
feeling there's a dex check just so waiting. But that's okay.
You guys will get about an hour. You are at the gate now with Illith.
You gonna come back?
Zen.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh wait, he has an
Happening.
action?
Something's happening. Okay.
You start waking up less feverish, less sweating, kind of like just pseudo labor breathing. You're kind of feeling a little bit better. You start seeing this.
Having a baby.
You start seeing this creature again that's on a stool that's just standing there. Pink hair, basically with pigtails.
Pink hair twin tails?
Pigtails. And you notice it's only like a couple feet high. But do you try and say anything?
Yeah, I kind of, under my breath, will just kind of, best I can do, just be like, what's going on?
The gnome kind of turns to you and it's like, oh, you're awake. Nothing. You're just sickly, my dear. You probably should just keep resting. I'll make some more of that concoction to get you back to sleep. You're still not well. Hopefully your companions are getting the ingredients for you.
I was literally gonna ask about that, so I guess I'll. Okay, so I'm sorry. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Staffy. Don't worry too much. I'm just one of the basically chemists here or alchemists here that help.
I'm Zen. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, that's what they told me.
I just go back to sleep. Not one for conversations.
She kind of comes up to you and says, "Here, drink." She kind of gets off the stool and.
Oh, this looks so good.
Yep.
Is it the same stuff?
Yep,
Yeah, it's
same
like,
same
this is
nasty
great.
brew stuff, and you fall like kind of
brisk.
instantly to sleep.
Brisk.
Brisk. My favorite.
You guys get there. It's a steep drop. You try and look for like tying up a rope or anything to try and get down, or
Yeah.
Well,
Probably find something to tie down. I know your climbing skills aren't the best.
well, I can climb for no extra movement.
How'd that work out last time?
Good. You weren't there to witness it. I can tell you that.
Well, let's try and fix a rope just to be safe.
okay. You guys see that there's a bunch of just rocks and stalactites and stalagmites that you can try and hook onto and tie up. Do you guys want to do that, or you just want to go down?
Tie a rope to one, kind of like check tires, kind of kick it a few times.
Yeah, just see if it'll move.
Yeah.
Yeah. You find a rock that's like quite sturdy enough.
This rock here is
The
quite
whole
sturdy.
you?
Yes.
Oh,
What are you trying to say?
like your armor's heavy.
No, you're not wrong.
So you just tie it around.
I'm actually gonna take the sword. Well, the pickaxe actually. I'm gonna kind of
I'll hand you back
carve a
your
groove
pickaxe.
into it,
Okay.
so it has an anchor point.
Yep.
And then tie it up, and then
Okay.
When did you have finesse as a skill?
Yeah, you hook it right into it, and it seems a lot sturdier than it would have been. So you're fine. It seems to be like a good in way out. It's about 50 feet down, anyways, with the rope drop. So
Can I use my daggers to use them to climb down?
you would ruin your daggers.
that's about right.
Can I just hop onto the same rope as them?
Yeah.
Don't
We'll
mind if I
just
do.
full on like Batman climb this thing down.
Yes.
Like rappel.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But like those shitty 80s Batman.
I just need a.
And West.
Yeah.
I just need a.
Have a good day. Dex check. Let me guess.
It would be.
Athletics.
Yep, athletics. Oh no, not athletics. Yeah, it's athletics. My bad.
Acrobatics or
Yeah, it's athletics.
Ready?
You'll have advantage because you anchored it.
Can y'all please find
Okay.
me shrooms?
We're working on it.
We're working on it. You
Would have been
ditched us. You
helpful
can
to
have
have
fun.
somebody else.
Oh,
21.
y'all shouldn't have bullied me.
Well, you shouldn't have been poking fun at me.
I rolled 16.
21.
Okay, you guys are safe. So you guys get all the way down and fine. You guys go deeper through the tunnel. You guys come to another big kind of room. There's kind of a little bit of noise coming to it, and there's a little bit of light coming from it.
Mm.
So do you want to try and be stealthy, or do you just want to
Stealth.
walk up to it?
Stealth.
Okay.
Do you
Stealth.
Do you want,
Stealth.
do you want a job
Stealth.
or do you want me to send the bird?
Stealth.
All right.
Do you want a job or you want me to
I
send
want
the
a
bird?
job, thank
Alright,
you.
then go
Why-
for it.
Well, stealth
Stealth.
check time, boys.
I'm just gonna stay put.
Critical fail.
Okay.
You are not stealth.
Well,
Would you like a fate die?
Yes, we'll do
Okay.
it. We'll do it.
Oh, he's.
All right. You are safe. You can stealth successfully. So you go up to kind of
I see.
go go up to this center of the
Four
crowd.
eyes, get it straight.
You guys go. You get up to the entrance. It's basically just a big bonfire out in the distance.
A big bonfire?
Illuminating the whole entrance to the cave. There seems to be a bunch of goblins just chanting around. But there is some local fauna around.
How does that help us?
Fauna. Meaning
Moss.
Moss.
fauna is animal.
Animal.
Flora is
Flora. There you go. Thank you. Flora. Correction.
So what is it?
Local
Animals or plants?
plants.
Okay. What do we do with those, Kel?
Do you want to perceive?
Yes,
Okay.
I won't deny that.
They're the trolls from Frozen.
It's an 11.
You do see that there's a couple mushrooms and stuff around. There's other stuff around.
Better,
Can I
you better
nature
fate
check
dye
to
your
know
way
what
to
those are?
the shrooms.
19.
Yeah. You
Fate
know
dye.
those are actually the cave mushrooms that you're looking for.
Thank the fucking Lord.
Fate dye your way to the shrooms now.
Can I attempt to pick them or dig them or?
You're about 80 feet away.
Yep,
Well,
fate
what's
dye
the
your way
catch?
over there.
You have to stealth your way over there and try not to alert the goblins.
Fate dye.
Stealth check time.
Huh?
25.
Okay. So I need another. You'll need one more to make sure you get over there.
That is a 9. So it's a 15.
Okay. You successfully make it over there without anything being noticed. So you can pick the deep mushrooms. You can
Say Kirk Cousins.
you can pick the mushrooms if you want to.
I
Pick them
will
up.
pick them.
Okay.
You know you got the bag of holding still, right?
I don't have that.
Yes, you do.
You still have it.
How the fuck
You
did
just
get
gave me the
your
egg.
shit?
You gave me the egg. You still have the bag of holding.
Where's your egg then?
Don't worry about it.
Is it with me?
Nobody knows where it's at but
Well,
me.
you're not even having this conversation because you're not around.
I was just saying if you needed to put it
Yeah,
down.
you have the bag of holding. Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna tuck it into the bag like this.
Okay. You have to make 2 more stealth checks
To get back.
to get back.
I was just letting you know you had a safe place to put the shrooms. Fake dye your way back. Fake dye it. Fake dye it.
You have to.
Come on. Give me
Rolls
the
a
roll.
2.
Okay, you were successful on that one. You are out of fate dice today.
He got like 3 last game though.
Cause I'm the fate god.
I'm limiting them now.
Does he have a secret ability to
Why?
fuck over with fake dice or something?
No, because he has a fate today.
It sounds like you're getting one next time.
That's 16.
Yep, you were safely back to the entrance without any.
So proud of you.
Get the shrooms.
So you
What
can meet up
shrooms?
with Kel.
I have the shrooms now.
Good, let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's go now.
What shroom?
Okay. So it'll take you about. If you don't rest, you will get exhausted, but you will get there in about 7 hours.
Fuck
Just go.
me.
Just go. Just go.
Do you need a rest?
No.
Or you want to just press on?
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay.
Onward to adventure.
So it is now 3. So it would be
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Yeah. So he. So Alistair is with Illis. Illis is going to head back around 4 to go see, to go back to his home, basically, to rest. Are you going anywhere?
Yeah, I'll go back to the inn.
Okay. Are you just going to rest and do anything?
I'll try and learn some new spells.
Sure. You can totally do that.
So I gotta roll?
Mhm.
What I gotta roll?
You have to roll a. Oh wait, I forgot. You are fated anyways. I get to do this.
Alright.
Are you sure? So, do you want to learn about spells, or do you want to learn about red dragons, or do you want to learn about any artifacts or anything, or the basin or anything?
I'll learn more about red dragons.
Okay.
Red chicken requires a
See if you get lucky. All right, roll to see if you beat me.
That doesn't sound good. 6.
Okay. You start learning about red dragons, and you know they are terrifying creatures that some have tamed, mighty wizards have tamed, but ultimately they were either slain or killed by their masters because they didn't obey.
Oh.
The dragons?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You also start getting very afraid of dragons.
What a twist.
Frank Curly scream!
So you are now locked into another fate. You are afraid of dragons.
Cool.
You'll have negative rolls, so you have disadvantage on attacking dragons, and you'll have negative rolls on basically.
So I
damage.
cure that by killing a dragon?
You can cure that by killing a dragon.
So what if I just break open the egg?
That's not a dragon, that's a dragon newt.
That's a dragon egg.
Dragon.
Alright, well I'll wait till this fucking baby dragon hatches and I'll fucking become.
Also, it's a
Jared
body
from
for a
Subway.
ritual, possibly.
Fair enough. I'll become Jared from
So
Subway.
we are
Alright.
making
Nobody knows that but me.
Yep. So yeah. So you just start like just like you're just
What
over.
did you roll?
I rolled a 17.
Cool, I'm afraid of dragons.
You were afraid of dragons, and you're still afraid of banshees.
You might as well be
Everything I want in life, I'm afraid of.
Everything I want, I'm afraid of. But you have dual casting, which is really good. So.
Not quite afraid of slaves yet. So
Oh man,
that would have been
since you tried to make a
slave too,
You
yeah.
try to make that woman your slave.
No, she'd been through a lot.
into swords.
She saw her family get killed in front of her.
Then she was drugged down.
And then she got
against her
dragged
will.
by Captain Sabaho.
It was either leave her there to die or put her there to die.
Or
I
she
chose
got-
the better.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, so I'll just start going back to the inn.
I mean, you're at the end right now. You're just like meditating over this a couple hours, just and you're just.
Getting paranoid over the
Yep.
chat.
Great.
Yep.
Can I
So
read
you.
something else halfway through?
No.
Nice try.
But you guys get up to the gate now, and you guys are exhausted. You can take a kind of a rest if you want to, or go down to the. It's 10 a.m.
I'll take me a quick rest.
So are you guys gonna go head to the inn and try and take the rest?
Yes.
Okay. So you'll
Well,
be.
I know he's not there, but is Ilith at the gate?
No.
Okay.
Yep. Elf's not at the gate. The guards know who you guys are, so they let you through. It'll take another hour to get back. So it'll be about 11 a.m. until you get back to the inn.
Jesus.
Yep.
So, and that's when you were waking up.
Alright, cool.
So
So I
you-
hear them.
Yeah.
I'll open the door and ask them, did you guys get the stuff?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes!
We got
You guys are
it.
exhausted, so like you're not even in the mood to be like angry. You're just like, I want to go to bed.
Can I
kind
sit the
of.
fuck down and go to sleep?
Do
You
guys
just go
want
to your
me
room.
Take
go-
the stuff to her.
No, I don't
No,
know a lot to it.
no, it's all right. We'll take a break.
I'll help y'all.
We'll
What the
attack
fuck
this
am I
later
gonna
on.
do?
We'll figure that out.
Read more about dragons.
It's not reading more
See if you
about
can talk to one of the brothers downstairs.
About what?
More about.
I thought you were
going on
sleeping.
here,
What are you
or-
talking about?
I am very tired.
I am
But I'm not
tired.
sleepy.
Give me my bag of holding.
Why? Fine, you can have it.
Thank you. Now I have all the items.
No, you only have the shrimp.
Yeah, you only have.
And I have the wildflowers.
Yeah.
But you get has your thing.
No, everything was in the bag.
No, he
No.
doesn't.
What does he have?
Back one.
Oh, I thought that was in the bag.
Oh, that was
we
the
gave
back.
that to the brothers.
Yeah. You gave that to the
The
brothers.
Dragon Lily's in the back one.
Oh, okay. So I have the last two items.
Yep.
Alright.
Then also you have a bunch of other items. Does everybody remember what else is in the bag of holding?
Yes.
I don't have
I
not
know.
much of it.
Okay.
It's all written down in my thing.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll go down and talk to the brothers. What do you want me to ask?
So are you guys gonna do a long rest? Because that'll be 8 hours. Or are you
Well,
gonna?
yeah, we're exhausted.
Long rest time.
Okay. So you're out of this for 8 hours. What are you doing?
I'll go down and investigate more to see. I mean,
Do you remember the other brother's name?
yeah, I got it written down here. It's Bareth and Marith.
Yep.
Marith is the AM guy. So Marith is there right now.
Yep.
I'll ask Meredith, I guess, more about the sigil, see if he gives me more information.
Well, there's a bunch of people
Oh.
in the tent, and
Yeah. What about orcs?
there's a couple orcs in there. There's not too many. There's just 2 or 3.
Okay, I'll go down and try and talk to Meredith off to the side.
Okay. He kind of like looks at you shockingly. It's like, why do you need me to? And he kind of tries to keep it down. Do you need me to translate?
It's for my boss.
Quick, come to the kitchen. I'll see if I can help you out.
All right.
So you kind of go back to the kitchen area. You see an actual. What's weird? You see a couple gnomes just cooking. One's washing dishes. One's over kind of a pot, stirring it. Another one's kind of getting ingredients and throwing them in, and kind of running around and throwing them back in. And then there's another gnome kind of like on a high kind of shelf, just like telling the other gnomes what to do. And you kind of go through that room and go back to like Meredith's kind of office, yeah. And you see another door to that side from the office. You can hear snoring coming from it.
I'm gonna assume it's his brother, Barrett.
And he's like, yeah, just sit down. And he kind of takes your book and he looks and it's like, so Barrett told me about this, that it's a ritual for summoning. I mean, he told you everything we would basically know. We don't know what it summons. We don't know how it summons. We just know the words.
Do you know what is summoned?
Nope.
What about the goblet, the brazen goblet?
I think
It's made of like bone, elvish bone, and it's like bronze now.
that would have been from one of the Dwarven Wars when they killed our brothers and sisters, but we're not going to relive those times. I'm pretty sure it would be anywhere in the Northern Hold's treasury because it was given as a gift to one of the Elder Kings, as long as we've been here.
Okay. Do you know anything about the 6 council members of the Dark Council?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. We'll keep that pushing. How heavily guarded do you think the goblet is?
Well, it's a treasury, and I'm pretty sure Dargathon's in the hold.
Dargathon!
Wait for it.
Just sleep talking.
Yeah, just randomly yells, just draw.
Okay.
Well, I think it's either with them or near the treasury. I don't know.
Oh, he has it?
It's a pretty well-known goblet.
Okay. What do you know about this? I guess the plague thing that's going on the first level.
Well, it only affects certain humans, as we know, but it hasn't really seemed to attach hold to any of the other races. We, high elves don't really have too much to worry, but still, we didn't go to the Golden Land, so our lights, you can see his light kind of fading every so often. It seems to be a little bit, he seems to be more tanner every day.
Okay.
But it's like, it doesn't seem to be affecting other races. It seems to be only affecting the humans. And it seems just like a disease that was brought here. It didn't happen.
It wasn't here before?
No.
So, was it when the orcs came? I'm assuming the orcs were.
Well, when they took over, it was a siege for days. And
It's when the Fire Nation attacked.
But they said that
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
you just hear Fire Nation attack. No, he just doesn't know. Like they were under siege for a couple days, and the orcs and everything making the humans and other residents here rebuild the walls and stuff like that. But there's still camps outside that are his armies outside.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
What do you know about Staffy? The medical
She seems to be a very good alchemist. I'll give her that. We did take the ingredients that you needed to her.
Her.
Yeah, and that's when she grabbed your friend as well. Not really much. I mean, she's a gnome, not much for certain, and we had to clean off that orc for a couple days.
And it seems that she has, I don't know, Dargathon respects her a lot.
We don't know much about their relationship at all.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can go ask her yourself or any of the other inns.
She's scary.
Oh, yes. She is dreadfully terrifying.
I saw her kill a orc without touching one with her hands.
Yes. We were cleaning off the wall for days.
Yeah, it was terrifying. Is there anything else? I'll pull out this purple book that I found in Zane's room, ask him if he can see anything with it.
Sure. It seems to be a bunch of research notes, just about your goblet and the summoning ritual. It doesn't really say anything about what's being summoned, how it's being summoned. It just says do these things in line, and it tells you to.
What's the order?
It tells you to make the summoning sequences of the sigils, placing them where they need to be in a circle. Kind of like a star pattern and then circle around it. Each of those sigils, the first one on your far left is first, so it's at the head, and then just rotating order.
Seal of Orichalcus.
Basically, the summoning go-to.
And then it says have the goblet in the middle with blood of some type. It doesn't give me an account of what. And then place the candles at basically an offset star to it. So all the candles will be a different star pattern. So kind of like the reverse star that you have.
Are you guys very knowledgeable about dragons?
Or
Or dragon eggs?
Not too. We've only seen a couple in our life, and we really haven't done anything with them.
Okay. Do you know about how long it takes to hatch?
It could be hundreds of years.
Okay, cool. Alright, well, I guess I'll go find Stoffy.
What? All right. Well, please don't make too much of a ruckus outside and in the inn when you leave, and don't bother with the gnomes. Just make sure you.
Boy.
Yes.
Alright, cool.
So you had basically. So we're just gonna give this a maneuver time. You come out of the inn. Basically, if you're going to go up to them, it will take you about 3 hours to get up to the 4th level.
Alright.
You get stopped at the ascending of the 3rd to the 4th level by a couple of the orcs. They ask, what is your business? It's basically the gate before you go even up the stairs.
I have business with Stoffy.
Do you have any paperwork or identification that we can notify?
What is this? The food stamp office?
No, we're making sure that nobody gets to the 4th level. We're guarding this.
Well, can you go get her then?
I can send a request. Do you have what's it for?
Medical ingredients to save people, because that's what she does. She saves people, and now you're stopping her from saving people by not letting me pass.
Persuasion check.
I believe it's 4 or 7. Uh, 12.
The orc believes you. Like, don't worry. She's up there, and they tell you where she's at.
I'll let her know you held me up.
What's your name?
Please don't.
Oh. Do your job better. I'm still gonna let her know, maybe. You have any gold on you?
And he kind of checks his pockets and he's like, no, I don't have anything.
You got anything of value? Where's your ID badge at?
I don't need to. I'm an orc of Dargathon.
Oh.
Dork.
You have nothing?
I just have my clothes and my weapons, and that's it.
Give me a weapon.
He kind of pulls out a dagger.
Alright, thanks. I won't let Stoppy know.
Wow, really? Making your way there, aren't you?
And I know. What kind of dagger is it?
It's just a regular dagger.
Alright, cool. I got a free dagger out of fear.
God. You're lucky he wasn't a dragonborn.
Yeah. So you get up to this kind of like, you can definitely see smoke rising, and you can have this weird kind of smells coming from this kind of shop. And are you knocking on the door or?
Yeah, I'll knock.
Okay. As soon as you knock, you hear just a minute, and you hear kind of crash of stuff falling. And then you see kind of a little handle open up below you. There's another door on the door.
It's the store door from Cat Dog.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's like,
Hello down there.
Alistair. Are you here to check on your friend? Do you have the rest of the ingredients?
Yes, I have the last 2 requirements.
Oh, great, come in. And she closes her door, and you hear a click on the other door.
The regular door?
Mhm.
Alright, cool. I go in.
Okay. So you go in, you just see there's just a bunch of just racks of potions on the wall. There's a couple med beds that were like kind of cots off to a side room. And then you see Zen on another bed in front of you in another room.
Is he awake?
Well, he seems to be labored breathing a little bit. But.
I'll ask her how long has he been asleep for?
I made sure he stayed asleep for as long as possible so I could get the remedy for him.
Okay, do you think he'll be waking up anytime soon?
Oh, as soon as I give him, I'll wake him up.
Alright. Do you have any potions I could have? Of any type?
Well, give me the ingredients first, and you can just take one of the potions on one of the racks.
Alright, just one?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll open up my bag of holding and enter the last 2 things.
Okay. You see her kind of mixing all the substance, and then you see the bag with the bat guano, and she goes into the pot as well. And you just see her kind of mixing the concoctions. She throws in the shrooms and the lilies and these flowers as well. And you start seeing that the smoke turned from like this dark kind of just basin of smoke to like blue smoke, and then a red smoke and a green smoke, and then it just turned into like this pink smoke, and then it just evaporated and went away. And then she starts slowly pouring some into a vial, and she starts shaking it. She's like, yeah, just go ahead and grab one of those potions over there. And she's just really, really looking at it and shaking it.
I'll go grab one.
Okay. There's a variety of potions on the wall. There's a cure wounds. There's a cure disease. There is a dragon's breath. Poison vial, there's tar, there's oil, there's a couple other potions that have like a snowflake on it.
Any like true serum potions?
Mm-mm.
No true serum potions. I'll take the one with the snowflake on it.
Okay. So you basically have the vial is basically dragon's breath but ice, so you throw it and it just shatters and creates like an ice explosion.
Oh, cool.
And you turn back around after you pick the potion. You just see her shaking in it, this kind of purple vial of liquid, and she goes up to Zen, and she kind of goes up and holds his nose and clicks the thing and just puts it in his mouth and shuts his mouth like this, and just waiting for him to
swallow it.
Yeah, just waiting for his response.
I'm gonna ask her, why does Dargathon have so much respect for her?
It's like, just a minute, dear. And then you just see Zen just... He is kind of like in a very arrest. He can't breathe, but he's like... like, just...
You better swallow it.
Like...
Swallow it.
I'll swallow it.
Spitters are quitters.
That's true. That's very, very true.
This is
Anyways.
Anyway.
My wife doesn't watch.
Good thing only 40 people watch this movie.
And 5 of them are here.
and then like he swallows it, and then he just completely stops and just like stalemates, just like locks up, and she's like, "Oh, good. He'll be fine in a second or two." What did you say, dear?
Why does Dargathon have so much respect for you?
Well, a very, very long story. Me and him go way back. Almost in my council days, but yeah. She kind of
Council
was like,
days.
Mhm.
What council are you?
I was a pirate.
"Oh, don't worry about that much, dearie. You have nothing to worry about now. I am used to be one of the old council that you probably know about."
The Dark Council?
Yes, one of them. But I am no longer a council member.
Wasting precious time.
Still waiting on him to get up and mind your business.
I mean, he's stone like. Think of like he's in paralysis, but like just stone like this.
Right.
Can I perceive any of the...
Oh no, you're just like you're kind of like out. Like
Okay.
you are technically dead.
Oh.
Well,
You're going to have to roll death saves.
Damn.
What the fuck? It just
Alright,
happened.
I'm gonna ask
God.
Stoffy what she knows about
Okay.
Xanatha, the Death Knight.
She's one of the council members. I think her husband or
Is a
something.
lich. We met.
Yeah,
we
he-
met the husband.
He took my position.
That'd be nice.
What's your first roll?
Oh, my first roll was 13.
Okay, so you're fine. Second roll?
7.
Okay, that's a negative.
Third was a natural 20.
Okay, so you got it. You're fine.
Yeah. I was
So-
practicing, but yeah, I'll take it.
I just saw you rolling. I was like,
I
all
know,
right.
I was just practicing.
I'll take it.
I'll take the rolls.
Would gnomes be in a guild? I guess.
Hmm.
Okay, I didn't know.
I mean, they have families and stuff like that, but they're more of like mostly rooted, kind of just like dwarves and stuff, with their family and their tiers. Her name is just, Staffy. You don't know anything else about her.
I'm gonna ask her. What was the thing she put on Cal's hand?
Oh, the inscription?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just my identification of people that need to find me or need to come and see me. Why?
And then I show her.
Those things?
Yeah.
Like, oh!
What do you know about this? The symbols.
Oh. Why are you trying to summon... And she kind of just like holds back. It's like, why are you trying to go... This is a ritual to like summon the council members.
I am currently looking for them.
Oh. Well, yeah, just do this and this will summon them to you. It'll take them some time to get to you, but like you can summon them anywhere, and that's the sigil to summon them. Like, it's their meeting place.
No.
How? You got your way back home.
I don't know why you would want to or need to do that, but okay. Oh, and she's like, let me see your eyes, my dear. It's like, oh, they cleared up nicely. That's fine.
Yep. They sure did. I saw a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, you didn't drink anything before you saw. Yep. Well, at least none of it's permanent that I can tell.
Yeah, I drank the stuff after. I got it from Rennick.
Yeah. Oh, Rennick. Sounds very, very familiar. you seeing Rennick is impossible. No worries.
No, I've met the image of Riddick.
He kind of just like looks at you and is like, that's still impossible because nobody's found his tower or seen him for decades.
Oh, you haven't found his tower or seen him for decades.
No one has.
You have it.
She kind of like looks at you and she's like,
I would say me and him are pretty good friends.
she's gonna roll an insight check on you.
That's
fine. Are you not gonna lie to her or?
No, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she kind of just like, all right. When, where, and how?
We ran into his tower. We had to do the trials of the tower. We made it out the tower and out of the treasury.
Well, that's very strange. So Rennick's still alive.
How do you feel about Dargathon being in power, though? Are you for that, against that?
Oh, it's fine. It's not anything. It's no worries. The Dark Council let it happen, so it was fine.
Oh, they wanted it to happen?
Well, it was just, the monarchy that was here was in power, and there was beginning to be a civil unrest between all of, let's just say, the orcs didn't take too kindly to being exiled anymore. And so
Most people wouldn't.
they revolted, and thus came Dargathon to take that challenge, and the Dark Council kind of spurred it on because of killing the king and his so-called basically lineage. So it was only fair somebody to take it, and so Dargathon took it, and he doesn't rule all this since the dwarves and the elves and all the humans and their guilds. She kind of like looks and kind of is agreeing. You're starting to wake up now, so you're starting to get like wind of what she's talking about.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask her who are all the regular council members and then the dark council members.
I mean, there's no regular council. It was just the Majesty, the King, and well, they wiped him out.
So who's left on the dark council?
Oh, which ones do you only know of?
I know.
Can I try to wake up and sit up without them noticing that I did?
You can try and do it stealthily.
Yeah, let's try.
I know Zentara and Xanatha, and then
18.
I think that's it.
Alistair doesn't notice.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's good enough for
And
me.
then, Xanatha and Zentara. I'm missing one
You're missing one.
because there was 3.
Well, there should be 6. I don't know why you're talking about the 3. Are you talking about like the mighty 3 there? The
Yes.
Dark Council? Oh, what's Rennick's friend's name?
Oh, Elizabeth,
No, not her.
the dead guy.
The dead guy.
What was his name?
I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what his name was.
Like you as the DM or something?
Yeah, I'm actually trying to remember.
Oh, I got it written down.
Yeah. What was his name?
Jarmar.
Yeah,
Jarmar,
yeah, Jarmar.
Spelled Jarmal.
Jarmar.
I have
Still
some
going?
shit.
Bueno. One of these days we're
Yeah,
gonna
so
know
Jarmar is the 3rd High Council.
So it's those 3.
And he's not dead.
Rennick said he was dead,
Rennick thinks he's dead.
so he's not dead.
No one ever dies here if you're a necromancer. Remember, there's a Lich and a Death Knight. No one ever truly dies.
Fair enough. Do you know where he's located at?
Kind of turns away and like looks at Zen sitting there. He's like, "Do you want to know anything more about this?"
Oh,
Don't mind me. I'm just.
Is
happy.
he a trusted friend?
yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
To be fair, I probably won't be able to communicate this to anyone if I tried.
Yeah, I don't think you would either. Open your mouth, just.
Stick my tongue out.
Yeah, and you feel like a little slit on the top of your tongue.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
and like you just roll it back in. It's like
She's using her fingernail as a tongue depressor.
no, she kind of did this like at the top of like she's
Like she did to the orc. It's
yeah.
pretty terrifying. I'm glad you're still alive.
Yeah, you're like trying to like hold like the screening pain in. Just like I'll let it go in a little bit. Don't worry about it. So you're just like I don't know. He should be. Well, he either is in the tomb in the central citadel, or well, not the northern hold. Don't get confused. Chaldeum is where you need to go.
What is he known for? What's Jarmar known for? Rennick didn't really tell me anything.
He was a spell thief.
So he stole like spell books?
No, he could steal your spell.
Spellbook.
What is Elizabeth known for?
She basically was a regular person that went around and hunted the artifacts and stuff like that. Rennick was man of many wonders. He wanted to find out every information he could about everybody.
Yeah, he seemed pretty cool. He'd been really helpful.
Yeah, Jarmar was the spell thief. He took people's magic.
Visit Jarmar, capture.
Why is he hiding from Rennick?
Oh, everybody would be hiding from Rennick. He was the one that tried to kill Jarmar.
I guess that's fair.
When you don't see eye to eye with all of your companions, you.
I kind of understand that right now, you know? I'm gonna ask her about the goblet, and if she knows where I can get it, or if she can get it.
It's probably in the treasury, or I don't know if Dargathon found it yet, but if anything, I'll see if I can take it and send it to the Zentarm if you would like me to. I can't give it to you.
You can't give it to me?
No.
Why?
Well, that's a ritual for summoning the Dark Council.
Yeah.
Yeah. You shouldn't have it as an acolyte.
But it's part of my job description was to get the goblet.
Oh, did somebody tell you to do this?
Yes.
Well, just make sure you do it in the Zentarm.
I'll have to do it there.
Yeah. Just
Alright.
because nobody needs to see and know how our ritual needs to be performed.
I also have a red dragon egg.
Where did you get that?
I found it.
Everything.
Greatest
I found
conversation ever.
I found.
And was it in the mountains? We've heard the dragons going on.
Yes,
right?
it was in the mountains, but the dragons are fighting the worm.
A worm.
Yep, gigantic tremor looking
Alaskan
thing.
bull.
Yeah, the great Alaskan bullworm.
Well, she starts. Well, that needs to be dealt with.
Yeah, how do you deal with it? I'm also terrified of dragons now because I was reading up on them.
Well, I mean, everybody should be terrified of dragons. Even I am terrified of dragons.
I wanted to raise a pet dragon up and have it as my own.
You never want to raise a dragon.
Rennick's dragon seemed pretty cool.
Rennick
That's
has a
Rennick's
dragon?
An ice dragon.
She kind of just stops talking now and just starts thinking, and your tongue's fine now. She kind of like lost like sight of the thing. She doesn't want to talk anymore. She's kind of just be off my dearies. I have things to think about now.
Okay. As I get up, I kind of go over to her and say, I know it's not much. I reach into kind of like my money pouch and I'll grab 10 gold pieces and I'll hand them to her.
And she looks at you and she's like, be off, or I'll actually cut the tongue off.
Hey, if I need anything else, can I come ask?
I'll put the 10 gold pieces on the ground and just walk off.
She doesn't want to talk about anything else now.
Okay. Goodbye.
So I'll kind of go up and like walk with Alice and be like, you found a dragon egg.
Are you taking the 10 gold pieces that he left? Because she just walks away.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it up.
Okay.
Go for it, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so you guys leave. You hear the door click lock.
Mm-hmm. What else is on this level?
This is kind of like a nobility level. Like these are very beautiful aesthetic stones and everything. So it's like
You wanna go sightseeing?
They're
Don't
gonna go
see
on a
why not.
shopping episode while we're sleeping.
I don't see why not.
I mean, if you guys want to go on a shipping episode, we have that. We have 30 more minutes left. Until
I honestly don't know where
Well,
we're
they're
at.
sleeping.
I just remember getting into
If
the
you're gonna
city.
draw a marker on my face, you might as well do it now.
I'm not gonna put a dick on your forehead.
We might as well explore the city.
Yeah, this is the only level we really haven't been to.
Okay, so you're exploring the 4th level. There's orcs, but there's also guards all around, mostly protecting the nobility houses. Each one of them have a different sigil. But there's a bunch of also. There's some shops open, like grocers and stuff like that. There's not really a blacksmith, but there's like a kind of like a custom all shop where you can get just like basic necessities of like food supplies, rope, stuff like that. But
Myers or Walmart?
huh?
Myers or Walmart?
Myers or Walmart. But there is an armorer up here.
There is what?
An armorer.
An armory?
An armorer.
Armorer.
Provides armor.
Provides arms.
You wanna go check that out?
Sure. I mean, I can't wear armor anymore.
Yeah, because she's the alchemist. She literally took over the alchemist's like den. So.
Sure.
Um,
you feel like you need armor?
I don't know. Maybe.
Might be pretty good for you.
Probably need dragon resistant armor. That's fine.
there's also a jeweler up here as well.
I'll go to the jeweler.
Instead.
Yeah, I'm following it.
Okay. So you go to the jeweler. You see a bunch of glass cases filled with rubies, sapphires, stuff like that. Some rings and stuff like that. Necklaces as well. and
Anything of magical contents, or is it literally just for show?
that you don't know.
Can I roll to check for?
You can ask.
All right, cool. I'll ask.
You get to the jeweler and it's like, what? Oh, what's your fancy?
As he's doing that, I'm literally like have my head pressed up against the glass.
The glass.
Like,
Please, hands away from the merchandise.
I'll literally just stand up like.
Do you guys have like magical infused jewelry here?
I believe some of these artifacts are. What kind of coin are you working with?
I'll pull out this ruby.
Ooh. Okay. Kind of brings a tray out. There's a necklace, a few rings, kind of like a headband, almost. But it's like a jeweled kind of. There's
Like
also,
a tiara?
Kind of like a tiara.
Sounds good for me.
Right.
But there's just mostly just jewelry and effects and stuff like that. So there's a couple more necklaces that he brings out too. And you're talking to like a human, so doesn't look like he's sickly at all. It seems he's very healthy.
Okay. Do you know what any of the contents do?
No, not really. These were brought many years ago by my father, and he said they were all enchanted in some way. I'd have no use for the sort.
Okay. You said there's a headband
Yes.
and necklaces and
And
rings.
Yep.
I literally just am looking at the headband.
I know the headband seems really intriguing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What's the headband do? You don't know?
Let's take a roll. All right, equipment of wondrous items. Let me see.
Do any of them cure large shrieks or dragons?
Maybe not.
I've heard to cure those, you just need the comfort of a friend. just
Oh,
like tapping
man.
one.
There's
Oh,
also.
yeah. I'm afraid. of
He also says there's
Really?
also a couple beads and a couple beads.
That woke you up.
There's kind of more of like these like orb-looking things as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's it.
I'm gonna ask him, what does he know about the goblet?
It would be somewhere in higher thing. I'm pretty sure it's in the treasury here.
Can you get it?
No, it's in the hold.
rats.
I'll ask him. So, how much could we get for this ruby? Of these items that you've shown us.
Well,
It's
let's
pristine. It's flawless.
and he's like, "May I take a look?"
Yes.
Okay.
Be careful with it. He's very sensitive. This
He's
is
a
his
human. If he
favorite
does
ruby.
anything crazy, I will blow his head off.
He sets it. He goes back in the back and pulls out a couple other gems as well. There's a yellow diamond, a red cordon, an emerald, a blue sapphire.
What's the cordon? Like, what is that exactly?
Like I said, my father bought these a while ago. I don't know what any of these do.
How many of them can I get?
You can either get one of these gems or a ring in a necklace. The tiara is a little bit expensive. It would be that wouldn't cover it. Because remember, I have to resell the ruby.
Yes, but you're not selling these at all.
But you're one that asked, so I still have to resell the ruby. These nobles are very picky. I'm still giving you a good deal for it.
Wait, who did you say was really picky?
The nobles.
Insight check.
Sure.
I'm gonna persuade him.
Not so fast.
Still can't.
Yeah. I have no clue.
Should have taken the cat.
I know. Natural one.
Okay.
No
Yeah,
clue.
he seems to be telling the truth. Are you trying to persuade him to
Nobles
do more?
do seem very picky.
I want to see if I can persuade him to give me 2 for 1 of the higher mark things
Okay.
for the ruby.
Sure.
Nah.
Natural 20.
All right.
It's not bad.
I can give you a gem.
I want the
and
headband and something else.
A ring and the headband.
I want the headband and the emerald. For this flawless, pristine ruby that your folks here would love. Because who doesn't love a flawless ruby? Rubies are a girl's best friend.
Well, since I don't know what it does anyways, fine, that's fine. You can take the elemental gem emerald. That is what you got.
Can I have one of these?
Let's figure out what they do first.
And then
Sure.
you have the
I was
tiara.
telling you.
I'm calling it a headband.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. And then you have a ring.
Oh, I got a ring too?
He gave us all 3. Let's go.
For a ruby. Alright, the ruby is no longer.
Well, but you got 3 magical items of some kind. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
I got a flawless diamond too. I'm not telling you
Yeah.
this in the game. But
Oh, no. I don't know about that.
So you don't know what the headband does, and you don't know what the ring does.
no.
So
What's the emerald do?
you can look it up.
Where would I find
It's
that?
pretty good.
Can you look it up? Would it be fast for you to look it up? I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
Luke looked it up, and
I didn't look it up.
I got it. Give me a second.
Emerald. What did you say it was? Elemental.
Elemental
Gem.
gem emerald. The emerald contains a mote of elemental energy. When you use an action to break the gem, a water elemental is summoned as if you cast the conjure elemental spell, and the gem's magic is lost.
So you break in case of emergencies?
Some of the ginormous
Base.
elemental. That's pretty good.
Yes. But it can go back.
This can go very bad.
Cool. I'll
Because you
break.
conjure elemental, you
Right
don't
now?
control the elemental.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's fine.
That's another one of those. If
We
you
got
want to
some.
get out of somewhere, just bring-
Just throw it at someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you have that. And then you have the headband and
Cool.
ring. Yep. Do you want to try and take time to identify
Yes.
any of them? So
we have our books and stuff.
okay. So you
We
guys
also have
can.
a wizard that has the
Yeah.
identifies.
Yeah. You guys can
But he's
go.
sleeping.
Yeah, we don't want to wait.
Well, you guys will be waking up around this time, anyways. It'll be 4 o'clock when you guys wake up.
Who would you say we've taken a long rest?
Mm-hmm. So you guys can go down with them.
All
What's this ruckus?
I've gotten so much good stuff in this
right.
trip.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I had to go to a cave to deal with bullshit.
And there's a potential that I could have been
Hey,
sick
we
and gotten an
fought
item
shit,
out of
so,
it.
XP.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
fine.
Killed some fucking termites.
Mhm. Yeah, so you two will get your milestones.
Yes.
You guys will get your milestones next time after you get the
Sure.
killing of stuff.
Yay.
Do you want to go to the armor? Burr?
I did have a question,
Mhm.
so I guess we'll head to the armor really quick.
Sure.
So, I'll kind of. Do I see anyone at the armor?
You see
Running.
just another human kind of making.
Excuse me.
Mhm.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, but I'll miss the button.
There's no button. There's
I'll
just, you can
hit
just knock on.
Yeah,
them.
I'll just knock on it.
Yeah. Yes. What is it, patron?
Hello. I see you have armor.
Mm-hmm.
Very perceptive.
I do have
You
arms.
noticed there was armor in this building?
Didn't you?
No, I was wondering what all this shiny stuff was.
And then he's kind of confused.
It's alright sometimes. I had an actual question. I have no use for armor, but I was wondering if you could potentially make something else, kind of similar to armor, but more of a bracer of sorts.
I can see about that. What are you trying to look for?
I'm looking for some kind of bracers as a fighter that is not very efficient with armor. Something that would maybe boost my constitution in a fight. See, watch this. I turn to Alistair. Alistair, punch me.
No. You're not going to feel anything if I punch you.
Just go with it. See, I couldn't defend that. It hit me.
It's morally
And he
flawed.
kind of like
You
looks,
just gained 3 health.
just looks and is like,
It's a kiss.
If I had armor, which I'm not efficient in, I would not have felt it. But without armor, ouch.
I have strucketh thee. My hand is swelling now.
Well, I can't really make you anything. There's a leather worker on level 3, maybe even a cloth worker.
What do you make up here?
Armor.
Armor.
Just armor?
Yes.
Why can't you give them metal bracers? Armor bracers.
I mean, I can give you some type of.
I feel like it might not get the advantage that I'm looking for. Could you tell us the name of
I
this leather
can.
worker? Or
He just tells you where they are and stuff
Okay.
like that. So you can go
You
down to
don't
level
want
3
any
and find
Wonder
them.
Woman tinting?
I don't think it's going to do anything for me.
So yeah, so he tells you where.
Level 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys can go down there.
Alright.
Since you guys are basically waking up now, you
Well-
guys can already advance your level if you want to, because I'm gonna be done at 8 o'clock. So
Yeah, we'll do the leather stuff later, probably. We're just going to head back. It's just
Alright.
good.
Is there anything else on the fourth?
Yeah, do we see anything?
no, it's just a bunch of noble folk and people walking around.
So is there a 5th level?
There is to the hold. Yeah, it's actually inside the mountain, like the peak of the mountain.
Who stands at the gate of that?
There are guards and there's a guard and an orc standing at the gate, and you recognize
The guard?
one of the guards. It looks like similar armor to Illith, but it definitely doesn't look like Illith.
Okay. You want to try and go and hold?
Sure.
Alright.
So since they're gonna do that, that'll be the rest of the time. You guys can just take your level. So Gradle, you can take your level, and Luke, you can take your level. All right. So you guys go up. The person in the armor, it seems to be actually like, kind of like a white kind of armor. And this orc is just wearing like heavy hide armor, and they're say halt
Who
before.
goes?
What is business? The orc kind of like sneers at you, just because he doesn't recognize any of you.
I guess we'll talk to the guard because we met Illith.
Okay.
And I guess what do we say?
I don't think you want my help on this one.
Right.
Because it looks like the similar armor to him. So it looks like another dragoon, and it looks like it's similar features.
To be fair, I wouldn't have any clue who Illith is. So I wouldn't recognize anything about him as similar.
We were just looking around. We met Illith at the front gate. And he told us the people we might be looking for could be in the hold.
Who is Illith?
He's a dragoon at the front gate. He helped us get the medicine requirements for you.
Oh, I'll have to thank him later.
I don't know of an Illith here.
And I give this real confused look, like, you guys got the same, well, not the same armor. He's got on the dragon.
And it seems like same features as well.
And I'll say coincidental. I was like, what a coincidence. I also have not heard of an Illith.
And the orc kind of just looks at the guard and just kind of sneers again, and then just sneers back at both of you. And he's like, "Yeah, I haven't heard of an Illith. I am the captain of the guard here.
On this level?
No, of this hold."
I'm so confused now. Okay, so you don't know who is guarding the front gate, like to the mountain?
I guard the front gate. I guard this hold. I'm the captain of this hold.
So you guard the entrance gate too?
Yes. I guard the entrance and I guard the
And
door.
you don't know Illith?
Illith's not
Can I
familiar.
do an insight check?
Yeah.
With advantage.
Mhm.
You want me to roll, by the way, for this? I'm a +7.
Put the dice down.
Put the dice down.
19.
Yeah. You can definitely tell he does not know who this person is.
I'm
He's not lying.
so confused now.
So you guard
Both
everything?
gates?
How do you
I am
do
the
this?
captain of the guard here in the
Oh.
the northern hold.
Where did you last see this Illith?
He was at the front gate to the mountain.
was?
When we were,
Can you tell me anything that's recognizable of this?
He's got dark armor on. It seems to be of dragon quality, like he killed dragons. He's also a dragoon.
I'm the only dragoon at this hold.
No, there's definitely a dragon in the front.
There hasn't been another dragoon here since I took the position.
He went with us to the Cave of Wonders.
Are you sure your name's not Illith?
My name's Ire.
Ire?
Ire.
How do you spell that? Ire?
I-R-E.
Alright,
Er. You can
I'm very tired.
you can tell that like the armor, the lance, and everything seems familiar to you.
Right.
But it's a different color. It's white instead of.
Wasn't it black? It was black.
I think out of game I know what's going on, but in game I would have no freaking clue.
So you was a different army?
No, they took over the hold, and I'm the captain of the guard here that helped them.
Okay.
So, I don't. What business do you have seeing the throne again?
We have no business. I give like a smile.
And the orc kind of just is like, then why are you here then? And kind of just.
I was
I
looking
turned
for
to
Illith.
We are looking for Illith.
He already told you that there's no Illith here.
Obviously, he doesn't know. Illith isn't here because he's at the front gates. So we will go to the front gate and leave. Let's leave.
So the front gate is all the way down to the first level.
Yeah, I know
The north gate is where you wanted to go because you saw Illith there several times.
I think we're just trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just
trying to get out of there?
Yeah,
No,
it's the
that's fine.
situation.
Okay, that's fine.
Before the orc tries to fight us.
Okay.
As we're walking away, I'll wave back. Bye.
So you guys go down, thinking that you're going down to the end. They're starting to wake up now. It's starting to get late. It's about 7 p.m. now.
It's gonna be one of those like sappy parts of like a movie where like I break into the room as Cal. I was like, Cal.
Yeah, so I'm guessing, are you guys sitting down probably eating stew or something down the end
Oh yeah.
after you?
Enjoying that well-deserved
Yeah.
meal.
Are you at a table or are you at the bar?
Oh, the bar, of course.
Okay. So,
You get better service at the bar.
Out,
Yeah,
of
you
course.
always
And
do.
you're close to the alcohol.
yeah. And they can leave the bottle a lot easier there. But yeah, so you guys are just sitting there, and you guys come through the inn, obviously. Is there anything that you guys?
Hello, everyone.
I've gone and retrieved Zen.
Oh, good. Glad to see you're doing better. Did they treat you well?
They did, and we've met some new people.
Oh,
Yes.
new people.
One of them was named Illith. Or was he named Illith?
Good.
Yeah. Illith?
Uh-huh.
Illith is not a real person.
He Mela. He hella did.
What?
I was just at the gate to the hold, to the actual hold, and the captain of the guard is there. But this one had on white armor and not black armor. And he said he doesn't know what Illith.
As they're doing that, I go up to Gradle. It's like, oh, you're here.
I think they swap during the day and the night. Because we've only met Illith at night, haven't we?
This is true. What was the
Er. Another Dragoon that doesn't know who Illith is.
And I'll go up to.
Was he human?
No, he was a Dragoon.
Right. The human dragoon?
Probably.
Yes, he was.
He looked
human.
exactly like Illith.
Oh.
He was also with an orc,
And he had a lance. And he had basically looked like the same type of
and the
armor.
orc seemed like he had a really bad coughing problem.
Yeah, orcs do tend to.
He didn't have a brain.
That sounds accurate.
One thing I do.
I mean, he was a big orc.
Yeah, I know. That's why I really wanted to. Once, like, there was no thought of, like, us getting in there.
No way. No way.
We gotta go.
Yeah.
We also have these items that we have gotten.
No, we don't. These are not the droids you're looking for.
Item. What kind of item?
They're my items.
Well, I don't want to pry into your personal.
To be fair, they are his items. We were wondering though, weren't we wondering if he could identify them though?
Yes.
That's
We
what
were
I was
wondering.
saying. That's what I was saying. I didn't say they were his items. I
Oh.
saw you buy them, so they are definitely your items.
But yes, so there's a problem getting into the hold.
Problem, you say? Maybe we should discuss this in a less public place.
Yeah. Are you guys
Sure.
ready?
do
On
stuff
to
like
adventure.
Shall we go back to our room?
Yeah, we should.
I'll put my armor on Gradle as we walk around.
Okay.
Why?
Come on, Gradle.
All right. So you guys
I
go back
haven't
to your
seen you,
rooms. Are you guys just in one room, or are you guys okay? So you guys can explain. But that's where I'm probably gonna end it tonight. Where you guys are back at the inn. Zen's back with you. You know more about information about stuff. You guys have gained your level. So the next kind of milestone that we'll make it to, I already have lined up since we have everything together.
Sweet.
So you guys should be level
They should be level 6.
6.
We're still 5.
Yep.
New day, I'm keeping those rules.
This has been eventful.
Yeah.